Hello. How's it going? It's been a while since it's just been me. How's everyone going? How's everyone going? How's everyone doing? Welcome in. Vilkamon. Sorry, oof, that was a that was a big one. Welcome in, Chelsea. Welcome in, Jessica. Welcome in, Nick. Welcome in, Brad. Hello, everyone. Right. Hello. I got a new haircut. I've got a new haircut. I thought it was 1.4 million plays, but it's 1.4 billion. God damn. God damn. I'm curious to know the before and after of that. You know, before Stranger Things, after Stranger Things. I'm assuming it was a popular song anyway, right? When someone found a cannon, yeah. Yeah. Jessica's use of the cannon is great. Every time I see a cannon now, I think of Jessica. Looking cute. Oh, thank you, Chelsea. Cool layers. Thank you. And I did opt for the mullet. I do have incredibly thick hair in the back though, so it's not as like obvious, but yeah, there is mullet. There is mullet in the back. I mean, there's mullet all over, really, isn't it? But yeah, how's everyone doing anyway? Haven't streamed since. Whoa, what is happening with this? God damn it! I really need to get a new boom arm. Okay, don't touch things. By the way, that face in the intro should be an emote. I'll see what I can do. Yeah. Prime Day has been and went, and I bought myself a new air duster because the air duster that I've got at the moment is really annoying to use, and this is more powerful somehow. It's crazy. You saw what it was doing. It's insane, absolutely insane. So yeah, bought myself a new air duster. Because this is like chargeable. This is literally all I need. Like the one I've got, previously, you have to plug it in, and it's like triple the size of this. It's no good. So yeah, I'm not gonna blow it because it'll definitely come through the microphone and it won't sound great. But yeah, how's everyone doing anyway? Hopefully all right. Is everyone happy October, everyone? Well, I think we've been in October for a bit now anyway. Yeah, since last Friday, when we did Yap Snack and React. But yeah, today we're gonna be doing Shooting the Shit Game Club, and today's review is Peak. It's peak. It's peak. It's peak in many ways. And we will review that. We will get into that in just a bit. Thank you everyone who did send in their reviews. We have a good turnout, a great turnout actually. It's been really, really good. So yeah, thanks to everyone who contributed. First off, excited to see the spooky game this month. So I've taken people's suggestions. I only really got kind of two of Scotty's, but there was one that I saw in Battlefield 6 is really spooky. Yeah, that that Saudi Arabia acquisition is massively spooky. It's scaring the shit out of me. I always feel bad when I score it lower than everyone else. You don't have to feel bad. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I think it's good. Again, yeah, it's good. We want a varying amount of opinions in this as well, and everyone's opinion is valid, except all of the ones that oppose me, of course. I forgot to suggest anything. Yeah, it's all right. It's been a busy couple of months, I'd say. busy couple of months. Yeah, it's no fun if everyone rates and feels the same. Yeah, feel like a hater, but that's a good score to me. I mean, to be fair, I saw his score. They're pretty good. That's the EA spirit, exactly. Welcome in, Flynn. um, yeah. So I haven't actually picked a specific game. Instead, I feel like we could kind of go through the games, discuss what might be the most appropriate. It's one of those ones. I feel like one of those decision-making ones, because I mean, I've decided all of the kind of games for the past however many months now. Let's get everyone else's opinion on this as well. So before we do jump into review, we'll have a look to see what is out there. Maybe we'll do a vote. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, we need to kind of we got to sort it out before we go and delve into a peak review anyway. And the fives for me were more neutral, not necessarily bad. Yeah. I saw some of the scores on that, and so a lot of people were rating the story quite low, which understandable. I understand where people are coming from. I wonder if we might need to kind of shift that one a little bit. I mean, because at the end of the day, I suppose we don't really kind of take totals of the main kind of like every single score from every category. I do have totals for it, and we can kind of dictate what a final total would look like, sort of. Yeah. Oh, welcome in, Magic Man. Yeah. So it got me wondering as well, because there's going to be plenty of games which aren't necessarily going to have a story per se. Like there might be some backstory, there might be some lore or whatever, but not an actual dedicated story, which is the nature of some games, I suppose, isn't it? It doesn't necessarily need the story, but then should it get dictated on something else rather than story? I don't know. That's a difficult one to kind of determine now, I feel like. Peak has a story. It does technically have a story. But we'll get into that later anyway. We will fully discuss the story of Peak later. Yeah, how you doing, Magic Man? Liking to hear what's the consensus. Nice. Do I put it low because there isn't one, or 5 because it's a game that doesn't really have one in the first place? Yeah. Only got yourself to blame for choosing a game without a story. What? What? I don't even know what that means. Story, if no story, general concept. See, that's what I'm kind of getting at now. It's like we need something to. Yeah, I blame Jordy, of course. Usually people do. I feel like there needs to be something in the way to kind of. It's almost to prevent there being a low score on that one, because not every game needs a story, but arguably the rest of the scores a game does need. It's like the only one that can be a little bit divisive, I guess, a little bit different in some way. Yeah, a generalized game world score. For which story would be part of, if relevant? Yeah, I'd need it. I need it somewhat consistent, because it's easy to put game world. Maybe if it was worded in a different way, it's easy to put game world, but I don't think people would necessarily construe that as like a story score either. Oh no, what's going on? Can't think of the right word. No concept. Yeah, that's true. Story, if no story. Yeah. He can. It was Geordie before the mullet. He can do no wrong now. Not the first time I'd be foiled by a mullet. Please tell me more, Brad. Please tell me more. What do you mean by that? What do you mean? What do you mean? If you don't read everything in Souls games, it has no story, to be honest. So maybe Peak has a story. I was just blind to. Well, no, Well. So I rated that one highly for myself, and I have written in there the reason why as well. So we will get into that, and maybe it will kind of shift our opinions on what kind of scoring we do in the future for this kind of stuff. Um, Maybe kind of have a different way of wording story and have it as something else instead. I wonder if you could have a mullet on your bits and pieces. Not to bring down but the longest side would need to be down the back. So like it's almost like your asshole would have to have the. I mean, I suppose they're not part of the genitals, so it would be on your gooch, wasn't it? You'd have like really long hair on the gooch. Gonna start growing my ass out. Fucking hell. Not if you walk backwards. So weird. So weird. You got me thinking of what it could be now. I feel like it would just be a case of just like having a short fringe on just above your todger and then behind your balls having some like really, really long hair. That's difficult. I'll report back next game club. Nice. Fucking hell. I don't know how it'd work for women, to be honest. How do you get the female genital mullet? It kind of is already a mullet when you think about it. Short hair's long. Oh god. True. Wait, that's a mullet? Yeah. Yeah. Or do you mean my dick? Sorry. Which one is it? Then technically, if you're going by Jessica's rationale, yes. Yes to both. Or rat tail. Get your rat tail out. Okay. So yeah, before we delve into the review, yeah, we need to look at some spooky games that we're potentially going to play this month. So first up, I'm going to go with both of Scotty's games. And then one game that I found that I keep finding reels of at the moment. So I think it's like it's turning into a semi-popular game at the moment. So we'll see. But the first one that Scotty said that might be a good one, and it does keep within the price tag. Okay, price tag is Stories Untold, which has been on my list for so long, and I think it was mainly like I knew about it before, like way before, but Scotty did pop it in the suggestions for like a stream game at some point. But maybe, just maybe, it might be a good game club game instead. And £8.50. I feel like you can't really argue with something like that. Stories Untold is a compilation tape of 4 experimental adventures, including a remaster of the original hit episode, The House Abandoned. I haven't heard of that. They make it sound like it's a well-known thing that would be heard of. I have not heard of that. But I remember when this came out, and a fair few people were talking about it and somewhat really enjoying it. I don't think it was a very long game either. I mean, a lot of people seem to have got it at like 3.4 hours here. One person says like almost 12 hours. So, I mean, there's a good chunk of game in this. It's gonna be spooky in some way. I don't know. Food for thought. The next one from Scotty is a game called The Insanity. Holy shit. This game looks like it's probably going to be very spooky. Holy shit. God damn. This looks sick. It does, doesn't it? Also, all reviews overwhelmingly positive. I'll be sitting this month out. Yeah, I figured. Well, yeah. To be honest, I figured as well that you probably would. But I mean, we'll probably play it together, right, Chelsea? I mean, maybe sub you in for a couple of moments. Yeah, this looks quite exciting story with multiple endings. How long is the game though? That is something. It's something that I want to stop doing, looking up how long a game is. But I'll be honest, for Game Club, how long to beat? For Game Club, it's kind of needed. Oh, 3 hours. That's. Oh, I'll be honest. I'm kind of like. This seems like a pretty good candidate already, to be honest, at the moment. Considering like 3 hours is a nice short experience, and £5.28 at the moment, week-long deal. So until the 13th of October, which is next Monday, that's a price you really can't argue with, and a game that you probably couldn't really argue with either in terms of trying to like review a good horror game. It's also one I've never heard of. I don't know if many people have heard of this. Have you guys heard of this one? I don't think I have. Obviously, Scotty did. But yeah, I mean, that's pretty cool. Too expensive. God damn. Never. Brad said never to. Yeah. I need H. Hoops. You need hoops or oops? Whilst we figure that out, you arrive at a luxury hotel to stay for just one night. During this time, the city turns into a den of deformed monsters, and the hotel becomes a prison for its guests. After quarantine was announced, the hotel residents began to turn into deranged creatures. This alien influence haunts you too. The only chance for you to survive the apocalypse and to not go mad is to understand who you can trust. Will you be able to get out? And most importantly, will you stay human after all this madness? Wow. Alluring. Hose? Help? I need an hour per quid. Ah, shit. $1 1 hour. I don't peruse scaries. Some you do, Chelsea. So it's set in the UK then. Very good. I regret forgetting adding Spooky's jump scare mansion to the list of suggestions. Yeah. That one. I did see that one. I've seen that before. I'll be honest. Jump scares I don't dig anyway. I just don't see the point of fucking in jump scares. I fucking hate jump scares. It's like the easiest way to try and scare someone. It would have been a meme, to be honest. Nice. I've seen people play it though. Like I've seen that game. It is spooky, but it's more like, yeah, I think it's doing it for the meme. I think it is more comical spooky as well, isn't it? Wow, free to play. Hose or help, both. Dear. Okay. So I mean, yeah, this seems like perfect already. So I'll leave that on the back burner. The one I found, which I've been seeing reels of and stuff, and looking at bits and pieces, it costs a little bit more than Insanity, but it's a game called No, I'm Not a Human, and it's kind of like, well, it's what this. So I saw a picture of it. There's a picture here, which is literally like the thing, and I think that's essentially what the game is about. Is you have to decide who comes in, who doesn't into your house. Yeah, stay inside, lock your doors, close the blinds, only let humans in, eliminate all visitors, and anxiety horror about paranoia in the end of times. Oh, Chelsea wants to play this. Interesting. They'd have to pay me. Yeah. Relatable. I asked you about this one a while back. Oh, did you? Okay. All right. Take it into account. But this did look really cool. Definitely kind of a more Papers, Please approach, I guess, right? In some way. But it looks like people turn up to your door and you have to make a decision for whether they should come into your gaff or not. Watch enough streams of this to review it. Reminds me of some Flash games from the long ago. Yeah, well, is it really popular then, Magic Man? I've seen reels of it. I assumed that this might be like one of the more popular games out, horror games out at the moment potentially, but yeah, I haven't really seen too much. Just I see this guy right here. I keep seeing this guy in reels. It's weird. That one is currently £8 on CD keys. Cool. And get out my gaff. Aww. Need to make a decision. Choices are no, hell no, and oh my fucking god, no. Yeah, everyone looks really scary in this game as well. So yeah, I mean, we like unless anyone has any like other horror suggestions, then maybe we could do a voting thing. Obviously, any suggestions will need to be a good price, a somewhat shorter length of time. When I say shorter, maybe maximum like 8 hours, maybe 10 hours. I think 10 hours. 10 hours is probably enough. But a lot of these seem like they're relatively short experiences, and they already seem pretty cool. Says he with the mullet. I have to say, I think my mullet looks very fetching, actually. Heard kiddos talking about it on the bus. Plenty of people picking it up. Okay, so relevance. We will stay relevant if we play this game as well. Interesting. That makes me not want to play it. Or just random suggestions from kids on the bus. It's the new Fortnite. No anti-mullet talk allowed. Exactly, yeah. It's the new Fortnite. I don't think this is the new Fortnite. So yeah, I mean, yeah. Any other suggestions that people might potentially have? If not, we could just put it to a vote with the 3 of these games and see what people think. I haven't actually set up a voting system in the Discord for a while now. V Rising. That'd be really cheeky. Plus, V Rising is not a 10-hour game. V Rising definitely isn't a 10-hour game. Worth just doing a poll on stream. So, I mean, yeah, I can. You can't do a poll that lasts for the entire stream, though, which is what I like to do. I like to put a poll up and then have it just last the entire time. And yeah, Discord, we've got a thing on Discord that kind of allows for a little bit more customization. Just so that, and I really do like this feature, nobody else can see what the winning one is or what other people are voting for. So we can get a genuine idea of what people might be interested in. I can put the review in right now. Headliners. Oh yeah, Headliners. There's a good point. Headliners is technically a horror game as well. Be cheeky again. Stop at 10 hours. Shut up, Chelsea. God damn. I vote mullet. Why, thank you. Headliners is 10 out of 10. Yeah, but I don't know if I like the idea of having 2 of the same type of, like, very same type of game in a row either. What they called friend slop, which I don't mind the term friend slop. Kind of reminds me of Boomershooter. It's meant to be derogatory, but it actually sounds pretty good. Friend slop sounds pretty good in terms of a genre. We did like 10 puzzle games. There's no pleasing. Look, I'll be honest. These ones look scarier anyway. Headliners, apart from Chelsea's opinion, Headliners isn't entirely scary. There are horror elements in it. I will give it you that. But these look a bit scarier, in my opinion, as well. And we want something a bit spookier. Right? Right. Anyway, I will put a poll up for these three anyway. Shall we, shall I try and figure this out? True, and I'm dumb, so couldn't participate. Dumb? What? Why are you saying these things, Jessica? Why? I'll be honest, Jessica, every time we played Headliners, I'm pretty sure, me going back through some of the content as well, I'm pretty sure you ended up being like, the puzzle ones. I thought you were talking about Headliners. Brain can't puzzle. I think she means puzzles. You should be so down on yourself. I think you'd be pretty damn good. Again, going back to the Headliners stuff. I feel like you puzzle solve your way around enemies pretty well. Especially when everyone else is dead. Okay. Tell that to my guttural screams. Okay. All right. Let me sub this this poll if I can remember how to do it. So what has everyone been playing anyway? Has anyone got their own horror games that they're thinking about playing at the moment? Anything at all? Rimming? Oh. God damn. So answers. Stories untold. I hear Chelsea giggling every single time she types something at the moment. Pretty much hooked on Guild Wars 2 and Dave the Diver. Oh yeah, you said Tula got that for you. So Dave the Diver's good then. Any practice with rimming? I'm rimming as we speak. Oh, and that game about digging a hole was pretty good as a time killer therapeutic. I'm curious about it. I'm curious to try it. So how do I do answers? Stories untold. The insanity. Let me actually get this up. And then no, I'm not human. Is that the best way of doing it? Maximum number of honors the respondent can select. 1. No time limit. Vote change. Real-time results. Nope. Hidden. Oh, finally finished Elden Ring DLC. Farming on Borderlands 4. I didn't realize you were playing Borderlands 4, Jessica. What's your opinion of it? Privacy. Semi-private. Channel. Select the channel. I'm gonna be Game Club chat. Or where do we usually put it, Chelsea? Is it in info and current game actually? Or is it in the chat? Can't remember. I'll just pop it in. I'll just pop it in the chat, 'cause at least it'll work anyway. Required reward name. Oh, Game Club 19, actually, wouldn't it be? You have a poll channel. Oh, shit, do I? STS poll, I do. See. Thank you, Chelsea. Thank you, Brad. Yeah, Brad also said it. I missed Brad's comment. Can't remember the thing. Chat. Got 3 phosphines weapons so far. Yeah, 100% in 3-5 hours. Just fun to dig. Okay. There's only one called Who's at the Door. That looks pretty cool. I'm enjoying, but has some problems. Is it like buggy problems? Yeah, share the link, yeah. Oh, there you go. Ooh. That's creepy. That's really creepy. Let me just quickly show that on stream, and it's like £4 as well, so it's not actually. It is inexpensive. Oh, shiny weapons. The last poll was nearly a year ago. Really? Yes. Yeah. Because I've been deciding quite a lot of the other games at the moment. Oh my god. I just thought Chelsea say, "Oh my god" as well. I Oh, it's a short psychological horror game. It's survived by surreal titles like The Exit 8. It offers roughly 60 to 120 minutes of immersive gameplay, letting players experience the world of a patient suffering from hallucinations. That's horrible. I mean, to be honest, I add this to the list because, well, no matter what it is, I won't be playing this month. I'll add this to the list as well. So, 4th game will be Who's at the Door. A good suggestion from Jessica. So let's, yeah, this looks horrifying. This looks horrifying. 1 to 2 hours, probably too short. No, to be honest, there's no such thing as too short as long as the price is right. And to be honest, like anything under a £5 for that kind of price isn't too bad in my opinion. So no, that's a good one. And hey, people can vote. That's how we decide. We'll figure it out that way. Let me just add another one. What's it called again? Who's at the door? I hope I'm doing this right with the answers. Oh, a list of answers separated by a semicolon. I have not been using a semicolon. I only have the full colon. Final reveal. No. Voting buttons can include the full answer or an emoji. Full answer, please. Okay, I think I've got it correct. Vote change. No. Roll ward XP start. I think I'm good. Okay, right. Let's try this. Your poll is ready to be posted. Please review it. Click continue. Okay, so question 1. What do you want to play for Spooktober's Game Club? Answers, stories untold. Insanity. No, I'm not human. Who's at the door? That should be all right. Right, now starting it. That should post to the poll. There we go. It is there. You can only vote once. You cannot change your vote. So once you've voted, that is it. Make sure everyone votes. Make sure everyone votes. Please vote. Please. What do I want to vote for? I'm stuck between two at the moment. Okay. I voted. I have voted. Oh, yeah, there is a... let me just quickly turn this on. So I forget. I do have a channel point thing. Let me just pop that down to 100 instead. There you go. A little bit lower. So you can now put some channel points in and say that you voted. I mean, you could just say it in chat as well. But, hey, a nice little channel point thing to say you voted. There we go. Brad voted. It's only 100 points.
Look,
anyway,
a three-headed monkey.
Nice. Brad voted. Magic Man voted. Jessica voted. Chelsea voted. There you go. Hell yeah, we're getting some votes in now. Cooking with gas. Nick. Wait, no, that wasn't Nick. Jessica. There were so many different ones that came up that I had to really look at that one. What happened, Jessica? What happened? Yeah, and the wire is back. By the way, there are still some Murray runs that people haven't done. There may be one particular one, which some might say could be impossible to get. Yeah, just like the wire, actually worse than the wire. It'll be rigged as hell. You never know. Something might come up. Quote of the weekend, That's what you said about the did you see it thing. It's lower than the did you see it thing. Except you get more chances, so technically the chances would be a bit higher. But that's if people spam it, I guess. We'll see. We saw it, Twitch deemed it too offensive to allow clipping. Yeah, don't remind me. That was a very worrying time when that happened, huh? I can't VOD this. Oh. It's because Twitch didn't like it for some reason. Right, shall we get into the voting of Peak? Not the voting, sorry. The rating review of Peak. Let's have a look. Okay. Actually, let me have a look. Let's go on the Steam page. We'll get some proper definitions and stuff. I'm just going to turn the music off as well, because I like it quiet when I'm talking. When I'm talking about games. Not a lot of people might have seen that. It has been that has happened on stream though, but that's one of the more interesting ones. Oh dear. Look at him go. One day you'll know the backstory of it. Until not until we actually do. Jesus, Murray. Jesus. Right, so Peak. From their description on their Steam page, Peak is a co-op climbing game where the slightest mistake can spell your doom, either solo or as a group of lost nature scouts. Your only hope of rescue from a mysterious island is to scale the mountain at its center. Do you have what it takes to reach the peak? Very alluring description. Very positive, very positive. I'm actually surprised it's not higher, but we'll see. Spoilers from Chelsea. Yes, she does. She has the metal. Okay. So yeah, Peak has been deemed a quote-unquote friend slop game, which ties it in with games like Lethal Company, Repo, which are essentially, and a more apt kind of description would be an objective-based co-op game with proximity chat. I think that's probably like the best description. Obviously not as quick and punchy as Friend Slop, but essentially kind of means the same thing. The objective in this game is that you have to climb up peaks. There are how many stages? So you get the beach stage, you then get the rainforest stage, you then get either the desert or ice stage, and then you get the lava stage, and then you get the kiln. So there's 5 stages that you have to get through to be able to defeat the peak. And how you climb in the game is God. How you climb in the game, you a lot of left click holding, but you have a stamina system. It allows you to climb up a wall for a certain amount of time. If you hit the end of your stamina on a wall, you'll fall. But there are platforms that you can climb onto, regain your stamina when you're on one of these platforms. If you can stand on there, to be able to then continue climbing. When you're in co-op, you can help each other climb up together by holding out your hand for them to grab. And yeah, that's where the kind of co-op element comes, where you can kind of help each other up the peaks and get to the top. But yeah, the main, and I'm going to loosely say story of the game is you are a bunch of scouts who go on a trip. They have to take a plane. The plane crash lands on a deserted island, and to save yourselves, you have to climb the peak right to the top, shoot a flare. I say shoot a flare, light a flare, where you will then get rescued. Yeah, but along the way, you get different items which can help you go up the peak. Oh yeah, there's customization as well, where you can change your face, your color, your outfit. Every time you get an achievement, you get a new bit of customization that you can put on your character. And it's all cutesy. It's all very cutesy kind of art direction with the different people that you can be. And yeah, it's pretty cool. And yeah, when you talk in the game, there's proximity chat. So the further distance you are, the quieter you'll be. There is like a Doppler effect as well. So it kind of changes the pitch of your voice depending on how far you are, and echoes and stuff. And your mouth moves when you talk as well. So it gives you a bit of personality. Oh, welcome in, Dooth. How you doing? Oh, what is this? Let us have a look. See, that's what I'm talking about. I know it's really cut off at the moment, but you can just about see it. About games. Yeah, sorry it's so cut off, but I have to prepare for stream. Thank you for the clip, dude. How are you doing anyway? How's it going? How's jury doing? I know you probably can't really say anything about it, but yeah, hopefully it's going well. So yeah, go through the different biomes. Yeah, it's I mean, I think I described it pretty well. I think that's a pretty good full-on description of it. Oh yeah, there is a health system, so if you fall, you lose health, you can get poisoned, and you can get hungry as well. If your stamina bar, which is where your health, the lack of health, or the debuff of health, I guess, stacks onto, if the stamina runs out completely, you fall unconscious. If you're unconscious for too long, you flat out die and you become a ghost, and then you can taunt people whilst you're dead. Oh, that was over after 2 days. Never ended up on trial. Oh, weird. Okay. Otherwise, good. Just working away and gaming. Very nice, dude. So having a good resting period in October then. That's cool to hear. Oh. Dexter is crying out. What's up, buddy? You just have to say that. I think he just wants to know that someone's there. I think that's the idea. So yeah, and it has gained popularity online through social media. A lot of clips involving some funny proximity chat moments. One of the things that I think has really kind of captured a lot of social media stuff is when people have like certain faces that they've customized as, and it kind of it really kind of jokey vibe, and like some really cool ideas that people are doing in terms of social media, and that seems to where it's gained like a lot of its popularity and has pushed the popularity of this game in general. Right, so shall we delve into people's opinions of the game? Let's have a look. So here we go. First up, Murray count. Brad said, I saw a few dead teammates who turned into Murrays, of course. Scotty, as many friends as you leave behind. So yeah, when one of your friends dies, or if you die, after you've been unconscious for however long, you do turn into a full-blown Murray with body and everything as well. Murray would be proud. I say plenty of Murrays, even a cursed Murray, such a rare sight to behold. Yeah, the cursed Murray. That was one of the first cursed items I used in the game, and it turns out it's one that you probably shouldn't use. Yeah, the cursed Murray, I know. So yeah, rare sight. Such a sick thing to see. Deuce said a few when playing with others. Yeah. I don't suppose there's really kind of any other Murrays in the world, are there? Apart from the item. I don't think I remember seeing any other representation, but it's enough. I mean, main character Murray. Jessica says lots, mainly me, and Chelsea said lots. Yeah, one big scary Murray. The Scoutmaster. You are talking about the Scoutmaster, aren't you? I suppose, is he skeletal in that? I suppose he is skeletal, isn't he? I never really looked at the Scoutmaster close enough. Peak Scoutmaster. Yeah, it's very Murray-like. I think it's more like zombie-ish, though, isn't he? Very zombie. Very hairy. Chelsea would know, yeah. Yeah. I the last time we played, Chelsea with her hubris, Chelsea left us behind. Chelsea left us behind. Chelsea definitely left us behind. You did! No, the first time you did. The second time, maybe not. My God, this boom arm is shit. Sorry. Yes? I heard you say no. You want... That is a lie. Do you want to come in and say how that's a lie, or do you want to just put it in text? There we go. You're coming.
I've got shorts on, so don't move the camera.
Okay.
Well, I mean, shorts. Okay, this actually... this is actually in my review. I would just like to say I have covered this on my review, but I don't want this lies and slander to be in Game Club without me. I'm out of breath and all I did was walk from the other room.
All the way from the other room.
So what actually happened was, is that we were all climbing, and I started climbing up the mountain, and I was doing really great. And then I turned around, and all the other people that were with me had climbed up a different section of the mountain. And I was like, well, I'm here now, so what can I do? I'll just keep climbing. And I thought to myself, I'll keep climbing up. I heard someone far away, I heard someone fall and die, and I thought, okay, I'm quite close to the top. Let me position myself by the top so that if the rest of them die, I can revive my teammates so that we can continue to help the team. And then I saw something that I thought was a building. I got really confused and I tried to go next to it, and I got my ass beat by the Scoutmaster. Because I was trying to help my team. Yeah. The second time this happened, the same night, I did a climb that I had the extra stamina for and you guys didn't, right? Which I didn't know, because sometimes when you climb in Peak, you don't know until you keep going on the climb and you're like, oh, fuck. I couldn't come. If I tried to get back to them, I would have fell down. So what I did was... I tried to
abandon us again.
No, I tried to climb at the same level as them, but they were elsewhere on the mountain. I kept trying to go at the same level, and then they were fucking around, and they went back down. They went back down the mountain, which meant the Scoutmaster came after me, even though I stood still. I didn't continue and go any further. I stood still and waited, but because they went further down, it took that I had left you guys behind, and eventually you guys walked all the way around and came back to me where I was. But that was bullshit. Because there was nothing I could do, and I was so pissed.
I might agree with you on the second one. The first one,
I did not leave you guys.
You left us.
No, I didn't.
You left us, yeah.
No, not in...
No, but the thing is, you can come back down and then join us the way that we were going.
But I could have died. I didn't want to die. And also, it was the better way to climb. Okay. And I was like, well, I'm not going to fuck around and find out. But I did. Somehow, reverse fuck around and find out. It was a point I was going to make. I will say, on a previous game we played on a different day, I totally did just run up to the top of the mountain.
Did you?
Yeah, I did.
What was that one?
That time I did abandon everyone.
Okay.
But these two times I didn't. And I just want to put that across. I wasn't abandoning my friends, okay? I was actually trying to climb for the better of the team. And unfortunately, it didn't pay off. So, take of that what you will.
We'll see about it.
My back hurts.
Oh, sorry. Wow, your back. Is your back really bad?
Well, because I had to just bend down for ages and talk.
Okay. Dexter, stop. Oh, he really. Yeah, whoa. Okay. Oh, right, okay. Thank you, Chelsea. I don't agree with what you said, but yeah.
What do you mean you don't agree? I literally got fucked by the Scoutmaster.
I know, and there's a reason for it. It's because you were too high up compared to us.
No, because you guys went down the hill after I was
the second time. The first time we did not.
The first time you guys, I turned around and everyone had actually left me. The thing is...
Likely story.
No, the thing is, I turned around and everyone had left me.
Nah.
And then I got fucked for being a better climber.
Nah. Yeah. That's what I thought.
Unbelievable.
Oh dear. Anyway. Back to the review. Did you complete it 100%? Just the main parts are abandoned? Yeah. Brad said, I peaked, but I haven't got all the achievements which unlock cosmetics. Can confirm, Brad peaked. Scotty said, got to the peak multiple times and managed to get most achievements, although have yet to complete the ascents. Oh, the more difficult ones. Yeah, I didn't play any of those. I've played my case. I said I got to the peak twice on the default difficulty. I did indeed. D said completed it a few times. 3 achievements left to get. God damn. It's quite a few achievements, aren't there? Jessica said peaked once and that is okay with me. Once is all you need. And Chelsea said got to the peak multiple times, but in a team, not solo. I'd be curious to see if I could do it solo. I didn't actually play a single solo game. I have no context of the solo game in this game. What was your playtime? Brad said around 22 hours. Scott, has admirable. I was actually surprised by mine. I haven't put it on here, but I'll tell you in a bit. Scotty said 50 hours. Scotty did demolish this game. I said I need to find that out. Mine on Steam says 30.5 hours. So a fair amount of hours. Deuce said 41. Admirable. That's good. Jessica said just under 19 hours. Hell yeah. And Chelsea said 31.4 hours. So I played pretty much the same amount. No, a little bit less than Chelsea did. That's cool. Did it keep you engaged? Brad said, with friends, yeah. It's not my type of game to play solo, but I will happily jump into the game anytime with friends. Yeah, I share the sentiment. Sky said, easily, especially when having a look around the mountain and trying to find a way up. Only to have to climb all the way down to find another way up. It definitely was more engaging with more people, as having to work together and scouting all as a group. Most achievements were really great to work towards and kept you thinking whether to give up your item needed for the achievement to get to the peak or wing it. And yeah, definitely some decisions to make. I never actually looked at the achievements to try and figure out which ones. I mean, there's a few that Scotty told me about that you can kind of like relatively easily get, but I never went achievement hunting, which, to be honest, for a game that, and more games should really do this, any time that you get an achievement on the achievement system, you get something in game as well. Not a lot of games actually do that. It's like, here's your achievement, that is the thing, that's all you're getting, which I kind of like actually getting stuff when you do achievements. I said yes, I was dedicated to getting up to the peak, to the point of staying up way too late for multiple tries. Yeah, that was a killer. Because we'd want to try, like, we'd play a few times a night, and it'd get to, like, 10 o'clock? Maybe even 9:30. And we'd want to have another go. But it's like, sometimes it's like a 2-hour commitment, that game. Like, you have to spend a while on that game. Yeah, late as fuck. A fair few times, but I mean, I enjoyed myself. Just very tired the next day, like the old man I am. The multiplayer aspect works incredibly well, and the proximity chat moments make you want to keep going for more. Yeah, proximity chat games are they're so hard right now, but especially for me, I really bloody enjoy proximity chat games at the moment. Even to the point where we're now playing V Rising. For our bro sessions, extended bro sessions, and I've actually added proximity chat to V Rising because I think it used to inherently have it, but it doesn't anymore. So I had to figure out a way to add it to the server. But it's really cool when games do proximity chat. To be honest, I feel like maybe not every co-op game, but I think the majority of co-op games should just have proximity chat. I don't see a problem with it. Boo mom. Du said yes. Yeah, engagement. Jessica said yes, but if I was solo, then no. Interesting. Yeah, I can understand that. And Chelsea said, yeah, a lot of fun. I think playing with friends defo adds to that. I played solo a couple of times, and I would only play one run at a time because I'd get fed up after dying because I'd have to start again. Lol. However, with friends, you have the chance to revive. That's kind of my main worry about playing solo, because literally one mistake and that's it. You're done. Whereas in co-op, as soon as you get to a checkpoint, someone can revive you, and there's a higher chance that if there's more of you, that one of you is actually going to get to the top of each of the peaks. How is the game's difficulty? Brad said, the difficulty isn't too high once you learn the climbing mechanics and basic gameplay around hunger, etc. I will touch on this later, but I feel the last climb, the kiln, is a drastic jump in difficulty. I do agree. The kiln is killer. Patches on screen, by the way. I do. Thank you, Chelsea. That's not cool, is it? Where are you? Oop. There you go. Oh yeah, the patch made by Chelsea as well. The lovely Chelsea. I have to say this is one of the best patches. I think. I really do love this patch. Sorry if you can hear this. I think I need to invest in a new boom arm. I didn't want to have to get one until I sorted out a new desk, but this boom arm is really fucking terrible right now. All right, Scotty said once you get to the get the hang of things, it really isn't that bad. A lot of RNG can be part of it, as every day the map will change, with the third climb potentially being one of two biomes. They're working on a third, so yippee! And at times the kiln can feel impossible and is a major jump in difficulty, especially when one mistake can send you into the lava. The caldera seems to be one of the easiest climbs, although you do have to be patient with the lava. I agree with that. Yeah, it's weird that was one of the latest stages, but it seems like one of the. I feel like that's one which is a kind of a given almost. I mean, not every single time. I mean, the first time I played it, I fucking got owned by it, but. It's one of the ones that, like, I think we can have an easier time on this one compared to anything else. Overall, the difficulty is mostly fair, but a lot of RNG can take place in it, with things such as how the mountain is laid out or the items you get from luggage. Yeah, again, another game which is kind of RNG based, that based on its difficulty as well. Purely the RNG which kind of allows for it. Although it's generally been relatively consistent. There've been a few that I think we played that were like, how the fuck do you do this? But without like a good item as well. I said the peak is quite difficult to begin with, but once you start learning some techniques and remain patient, you can blast through each part. It also often depends on that day's current peak, but the RNG difficulty is still achievable if you work at it. Yeah, I didn't actually comment on the kiln, but I do agree with you guys as well. The kiln definitely feels like a spike in difficulty as soon as you get there. Yeah. Do said depends on what ascent you set it to. Higher the harder. Yeah. Did you play any of those, dudes? Did anyone play any of the other ascents? I think Scotty mentioned it as well, but I never played any of them. I feel like I wanna give it a go at some point. No, anytime I set it up, Chelsea, I don't think. Yeah, I didn't put it on a higher difficulty. Literally didn't. No, yeah, there's like a selection thing on the panel before you go into the plane. What is it? Is it so? I think the difficulty. So Scotty did describe what it would do. I think wasn't it to do with stamina as well? Like maybe the climbs might be more difficult, but the stamina changes in terms of what you get and what happens. And then I think he said the next one up on that, he mentioned that you don't get flares at the end of the map, so you have to take one all the way up to be able to actually beat it. So yeah, they seem to kind of have somewhat more creative ways of doing it. You said, yeah, I played some, but doing high, you need a team, really, and I didn't have one most times. Yeah, that's a difficult one. God damn. Yeah, I'll be curious to try out. Too busy throwing chest bits off the roof, yeah. What is it? It's a white hole. Next, yeah. So Jessica said, controls very straightforward. Yeah, controls very straightforward, so easy in that sense. RNG makes it hard. And Chelsea said, I'd say it could be tricky. Once you get the hang of the game, you can get through the first few levels fairly okay-ish. But it gets a bit mental at the kiln. It's really weird because it gets harder after the jungle biome. Then the lava biome is pretty easy. But then the kiln is like nightmare mode. I'd say, like, for me, consistently, the jungle biome was one of the more difficult ones maybe at the start of the game, like the start of when we were playing it, but it took us a few goes to get past the jungle biome. And then when we did that, we failed like once on the next biome, and then consistently we'd get through that afterwards. Yeah, the second biome always felt like the hardest for whatever reason. Yeah. Nightmare mode. Is the game worth its RRP? Brad said current RRP is £6.39 on Steam. It is 100% worth that money. Scotty said, is the sun hot? Yes. Does the Pope shit in the woods? Yes. I said RRP is £6.39 on Steam. Oh, yes, this game could have been above 10, 15 quid and it would have remained worth it. I know. Hot take. If it were 20 quid, I'd have serious FOMO and be pressured into paying the money. I'd definitely pay it. Buy it at 20 quid. I probably actually would as well, because as if I knew the experiences that kind of I had when playing this game, which obviously is a difficult thing to kind of determine before you buy a game, but yeah, if I knew that, I'd be like, wow, yeah, 20 quid is really good. I mean, just the amount of time we've spent on this game, all of us spent a long time on this game. I mean, when you consider the £1 per hour thing, I mean, even Jessica, 19 hours, that's an easy one, right? That's an easy one to say, hell yeah. Oh yeah, that's worth the money. Do said at a cost of €7.50 and having played 41 hours, absolutely. Nice. Jessica says yes, nice and cheap. And Chelsea says, yes, don't even know how much it costs. Let me look. £6.39, defo worth it. It's so close to my £5 game budget. The mullet has spoken. The mullet, is that my new name now? Is there any replay value? Brad said, yes, it's more achievement hunting to unlock cosmetics, but it will always be fun to jump into the game with friends. Yeah, I agree with that sentiment. Yeah, achievement hunting and I feel like a lot of co-op games can just go on, can't they? You can always revisit them again because the experience is usually kind of like the things that happen, not necessarily inside the game, but also outside the game as well. Scotty said there is a lot of achievement hunting to get different cosmetics and challenges from the ascents. Plus, having new mountains daily can be fun to go through, and I can see potentially doing races or challenges with each other. Races or challenges. There was I was like tempted to say that would be a fun thing to do at some point, just like split into groups and then like see who gets up first, you know. Put on the push mod. There is a push mod, by the way, where it gives you a button to be able to push people off the mountain, or just push people, I guess. It's crazy. Mullet long pisser. God damn. Nobody like. There's gonna be people in the stream that do not know what the fuck long pisser is until I actually do that video. So it's gonna be really. I mean, that is the next video that I'm gonna do for my channel, by the way. It's gonna be that one. But yeah, look forward to figuring out what that one is. I said yes. New RNG peak every single day, and there is active development on this game. They are working on bringing new biomes, items, and achievements. In this past month, there have been a few updates with new things popping. I think I meant popping up. I would happily keep coming back with every new biome. If they kept adding content, I'd happily go back. I feel like there's a certain point at which they can't like justify continue working on the game because not anyone else is kind of buying it, I guess. I don't know. I don't really know how game development works. I can imagine they've already gained a shit ton of money from this game though. But yeah, as long as I keep adding new stuff, I'll keep coming back. Do said yes, lots of cosmetics and different levels of achievements. Different levels / achievements, sorry. Just says, for me, no, as I have retired from achievement hunting. When did this happen, Jessica? I used to do some achievement hunting, but then it became fruitless to me because it's good to be able to like stick onto one game. I get that, but when there's so many games out there, especially games that I actually own and just games that I want to play in general, I can't get stuck on achievement hunting from one game because it gets to a certain point, doesn't it? Plus, I suck. But if it was with friends, then hell yeah, nice. Chelsea said, absolutely, the climbs change often enough to keep it fresh, and I think with friends more so, it does help. I'm curious what more they'll add. Achievement Hunter stopped in 2024. You just have to open that wound up again, don't you, Brad? No, that was I wasn't really watching Achievement Hunter at that point anyway, but you had to open up the wound again, didn't you, Brad? God's sake. Most memorable line / quote, which is going to be an interesting one because, I mean, they did add Bing Bong quotes, but there wasn't really anything in there. So let's see. People said, stick it in my prison wallet. Don't leave me. Check out my lips. Ah. I swear these were all primarily from Chelsea. These are all specifically what Chelsea had said when we were playing. O-game quotes, I guess not really, though Bing Bong now says the odd lines. Yeah, he does. Chelsea says the odder lines. I could have done 8 pages on lips. I did not say stick it in my prison wallet, just for the record. You said something about a prison wallet. I think it was stick it in Brad's prison wallet, actually, is what you said. It wasn't in your prison wallet. It was in Brad's prison wallet. Maybe Brad said stick it in my prison wallet. Chelsea done the sticking. Dear. Scotty said, well, I did manage to get Brad to uwu. He did. I said, grab me, grab me, grab me, grab me. Chelsea, 2025. You said you should ask your friends for help. Yeah, the Bing Bong quotes. I miss my wife. That's a sad one. It's so sad. Also, apparently Bing Bong does actually have a backstory as well, which is cool. I guess so. I guess so. That's the way it sounds like, doesn't it? Jessica says, honestly, can't remember any quotes. Bing Bong. Bing Bong. And Chelsea said, please revive me, please. Me screaming into the void from my unconscious body. And I miss my wife. Okay, from Bing Bong. Oh, Bing Bong. She asks for friends for help only happens you should ask your friends for help only happens in solo. Oh, on Bing Bong. Oh my god. That's a clever little nice little thing that they put on there, isn't it? Oh god. Oh, a cannon, Jess, yeah. All right, general likes and dislikes. Additional notes. Brad's likes. The different biomes are nice, colourful, and have their own challenges. The mechanics are easy to pick up, so anyone can pick it up and get quite good at it. It doesn't hold your hand. Very cool. Yeah, that is a good positive. I.e., here is a big ass mountain. Get to the top however you want. Multiple paths and different ways to scale each level. And the game promotes you to stay together as a group. Don't anger the Scoutmaster. Yeah, there's great. I feel like there's going to be some great positives in a lot of these, to be honest. But yeah, those are definitely. I always love the it doesn't hold your hand. Positive when a game does that. where it's like a game is intuitive enough to not need like 20 tutorials on how to do something. But then again, even if something is intuitive, a lot of the time there's a tutorial for how to fucking move a lot of the time. Yeah. Brad's dislikes. As mentioned earlier, the difficulty jump when you get to the kiln is very steep compared to the rest of levels if you haven't saved any good items. Good freaking luck. Very true. Yeah, and yeah, that's to add on to the kiln as well. It's just like it almost requires good items to get up there. I don't think there's been a moment where we went up the kiln where it was like you could go up there without a good item in some way. Maybe you might get good RNG one day and it's like, oh, here you go, you can just get up there. But a lot of the time you'd have to try and figure out a way to get further up, like a climb, like either with a piton, or a chain gun, which launches you to the other side of the kiln. Yeah, that's difficult. You have to mod the game to play with more friends. I think the default is 4. I don't see any reason why this game would require a mod to play with more people. The game is way better with more people. Yeah, I think I put that in mine as well. I think it's just they worry. I wonder if they just worry about the scalability of the difficulty, and the more people you have, the less difficult it is. But then again, like, it was still a bit of a struggle. Voice setting could be better. It seems to use some old Windows codec, which is terrible. Having some simple voice settings would help. I would say, like, one of the pluses of voice settings, though, is it at the very least it allowed you to individually change people's volume of an individual's voice, which something like Headliners doesn't let you do that. But to a certain extent, Headliners has a relatively good normalize on it, which kind of balances the voices a little bit better than Peak does. I mean, Peak, I don't think it has any noise suppression in it as well. So if you got a shitty mic or a shitty setup in some way, although it, I guess maybe there is like a little bit of noise suppression. I don't know, but it would always be funny when someone was eating though, or when I was trying to pick something out of my teeth, which people can attest as pretty annoying. Peak just adds like 50 decibel gain onto your mic. It does. Someone, yeah. Chelsea was the crispy, yeah. Not calling her out. And then Brad said, a bit more control over the server. Game settings would be nice. Item difficulty, amount of food, players, fog, on, off. See, this was one of the things that, because what I wanted to do today, and well, what I wanted to do in general, was I wanted to just be able to invite everyone to one match so we could just play together before Game Club. But there is absolutely no way, unless someone can tell me otherwise, there is no way to set up a server for people to just join onto that server. You have to be friends on Steam. And like I've made it a rule to kind of like not allow everyone to kind of like send a friend invite my way on Twitch. It's just something I don't really want to do. So it's a bit of a shame that you just can't set up a server and then just have like a code that people can go into, or even just look in a server browser to try and find your thing. I had a quick look today just in case they did have, but they just don't. It's all through Steam's like friend system. So yeah, I mean I might play a bit solo, or I don't know, see if some people want to join in who are already friends with me on Steam later on if I've got time in the stream. But yeah, it's yeah, that was a bit of a shame really. And plus, like, I feel like it'd be one of those nice things. I think, yeah, it would be one of those nice things if they allowed people to just put a server on and allow whoever to join. Obviously, you're going to get some bad actors in that, and some assholes that are going to say and do certain things in an assholey way. Maybe that's what they want to prevent, and they would just want it to be like a nice, the nicest experience possible. But Yeah, it still is a little bit of a shame, isn't it? Scotty's likes simple gameplay. Yeah. Different biome having different challenges. Yeah. Mod support. Yeah, the mod support was good. VoIP is really well done with the Echo. I like Scotty that you spelt it Echo like Echo the Dolphin. You can hear it across the mountain. Yeah. The Doppler effect in this game is so good. They did so well with it in this. Variety of items you get to mess with. Plenty of items, yeah. Game allows players to reconnect if they DC due to internet issues. Yeah, we never really had too much of an issue with that, actually. Which a lot of games, that's an understatement, understated as well. A lot of games like really shit on you for that, don't they? Players can interact with each other in both good and bad ways. Always a vibe at the start. People fucking with the frisbee. Yeah. The fact that you can just chuck a frisbee at someone's head and they just fall limp never gets tiring. Having to pay attention to what food can poison you adds a layer of options of, do I sacrifice some of my health to poison that slowly goes down? Yeah. You can easily make memorable moments. No yellow paint. Another understated thing. It's actually true, actually, isn't it? No yellow paint. Yeah, no yellow paint to tell you where to go up. It does have like grass patches, but that isn't yellow paint either. At the very least, they have like a design on there that feels like it doesn't baby you in some way. It allows you to kind of like fully determine what you want to, where you want to go, and there's multiple ways, and no way. Well, I say no way is the wrong way. There are plenty of wrong ways. I thought it was just feed Scotty if we were unsure of food. Maybe just me. Yeah, that will come up in a video at some point. Every time we had a mushroom, it was like, Scotty, is this poisonous? And then we'd instantly just feed him the mushroom to see what happened. All right, dislikes. Game is too quiet, making me have to fill in the dark void of silence. Oh, right, so like a lack of music and ambience, I guess is what Scotty means there. I don't mind it. You know what? I don't mind it. I actually quite like the silence. You hear the bubbling of the lava when you're in the kiln and the one before that. For a game that uses VoIP, there are very minimal mic settings you can change. Yeah, that is a massive disappointment with the set in-game settings for that one. Needed more Creed on the edge of the mountain. Yeah. I forgot about Creed. I could have played Creed at the start of the stream as well. Some achievements are pure RNG to get and are impossible on certain days. That's a shame. I wonder what achievements are. We need Scotty around. Where is Scotty? Can feel a bit samey after a couple of climbs. I get that. Yeah, I think it helps to separate sessions for that. I think it really does. I think playing each day in a row would really grate on me for trying to do that. No interactivity as a ghost. You can talk, but my liege, just let me ping about when I'm on about what I'm on about. Oh, right, when you're a ghost. Okay. Yeah, that's true, actually. You can't actually ping for certain things. I wonder if they intentionally did that. Because as a ghost, you can kind of see around corners to kind of check stuff out. But then you can just say to people where things... Yeah, that's a weird one. Nice. Thank you, Sky, for the likes and dislikes. Right, it's mine now. I'm going to just quickly go grab another drink, though. I will not be long. Let me just pop some ads on. So it prevents ads later on. I am back. The Doppler effect on the ghost voices were funny. Yeah. It'd kind of bug out a little bit, wouldn't it? Where... Because you can change who you're attached to as a ghost. So if you'd start talking and not stop and move to someone else, it would go like really like high-pitched. High-pitched or low-pitched? It would do this weird thing. Yeah, that was odd, but still quite funny. Right. Whew. I'll get my breath back. I got myself some vegan chocolate milk. It's Chocomel. Because I think I have lactose issues. And this tastes pretty much exactly like regular Chocomel, so just costs a little bit more. Shut up, Chelsea, don't call me out. Although we did have milkshake yesterday. Some of the fucking farts I was ripping were woof. How dare you call out the mullet? The mullet. The mullet. Speaking of which. My likes. The art direction is genius. Having your characters be scouts with customizable faces and clothes is not only unique, but works insanely well with the proximity chat and moving mouths. Yeah, I do love the art direction of this game. The characters are just... I mean, it's just an instant classic, I feel like. You instantly know what game it is as soon as you see even just a close-up of a face, which is remarkable. It's really cool. Just instantly you know what it is. And the humor that just comes from it is incredible as well. Especially where it's just like some young scouts that you're playing as, and the way they bounce off of things, like the ragdoll. It's not really. I guess it is ragdoll, but there's like a rigidity to it as well. It's so good. It's a new layer of protection. I do feel the protection. I do appreciate the protection. All right. The core gameplay is simple and is to get a hang of. What? The core gameplay is simple and is, I think I meant easy. Easy to get a hang of, which is terrible as well. But difficult to master. The learning curve is very smooth, and you do feel yourself progressing with your skill rather than having an inbuilt skill system to make you better. More games need this. I love it when a game relies on your experience to make you better, but also leaves you to figure it out for yourself. Damn straight. Looking at you, Back for Blood. The worst of its kind. Going from Left 4 Dead to Back for Blood, where it requires you to have these cards... to play a card game to have better skills. Woof. Terrible. But yeah, I love games like this where it's like experience is your skill set. That is what is going to make you better primarily, if not on its own. Like, I mean, to be honest, yeah, you don't carry over anything in Peak. Like, you get items as you climb up. You don't get anything at the start, do you? So cool. The multiplayer worked flawlessly, and I don't believe I came across any bugs. Yeah, I don't think we did come across any bugs. Yeah, Back for Blood. Never again, Brad. Never again. Someone needs to make a Left 4 Dead mod for that game. Weird and wonderful items which you have to try and find out what happens to you when you use them. Yep. Doesn't outright tell you. I love that not everything is explained. Yeah. Yeah, the less... I mean, there's certain situations where you want stuff explained, but I just like that it kind of dumps you in. It's just like, here you go, learn through visual elements and a few of the notes, which there are a very limited amount of notes. What is happening here? Visual elements will tell you everything. And they did a really good job at that as well. There's a general idea of a story. This is what I wanted to get at. There is a general idea of a story, but climbing a peak because you crash landed on an island is the full extent of it. You make your own story along that journey. I rated the game 9 for the story for that alone. Some might consider it not enough of a story to rate, but I would say it takes a certain game to allow the player to craft their own story. Giving just enough through environment is enough. It's one of my kind of main things with this game, and I mean I've said it pretty clearly anyway, but I still think I would rate this game highly on its story because of the tools it gives you to be able to create your own story. And I don't think that wouldn't come under like a lazy storytelling or something like that. Because again, this game doesn't need too much of a story behind it. There isn't like, it doesn't give you your beginning, middle, and end. It doesn't give you themes that a story might have. It, like if you were to watch a movie, it doesn't give you that like shit, does it? But what it does give you is it gives you the tools to be able to then create your own story in general. And that could be through solo, where it's just like just trying to overcome the impossible, or it could be with your friends where there's just like craziness just happening all times. Something new happens. Every single time you play the game, something new and memorable happens, and that journey is the story that you end up generating for yourself. And it's not easy for a game to do that, I don't think. For it to give you the tools to be able to create your own story, that takes a lot for a game to do something like that. It's not easy to do something like that. So I know that it's a roundabout way of kind of like saying, yes, I want to give this a good score for as much as I can because I do enjoy the game. But I do think that like they're like thinking it from that side. I think the story's pretty fucking cool. Tracy said, yeah, it's hard. I'm not pissed there's no story. Oh, yeah, it's hard. I'm not pissed there's no story. Yeah. It works well for what it is. Yeah. And I do think that we do need to kind of change, maybe change it so it doesn't say story, maybe something else. Again, I'm unsure what it is. Flynn gave an idea earlier. I don't think that kind of encompasses story with that. I think game world. I think Flynn said. I don't know how you do it though, because I feel like obviously like with a movie, you'd always have story as one of the things of like. I mean, that's pretty much the main part, telling the story for a movie. Whereas games, like again, not every game needs a story. not an actual dedicated linear story in some way, or even through choices and stuff. I don't know. I think the category needs to be different for these games, but I'm unsure what. The problem is that we're going to end up playing games that we're not going to know that it doesn't have a dedicated story. And then what happens when there is a game where it's kind of a bit of the in-between? I suppose you'd rate it quite low though then anyway, because if the story isn't good enough to be there, then it shouldn't be there in the first place, especially if you're trying to lean on the not combat, on the gameplay stuff. I think it's food for thought. It's something that we need to think about because there's been a couple of things, a couple of games that we've had in the past where we end up rating the story low, and I've done it as well. We end up rating the story low or midway, like a 5 or whatever, because it just doesn't exist. But you don't want to rate it low. It's a tough one though. Maybe I'll have a look to see how other people have done it. If it was a story, the story should be rated, in my opinion. A game that doesn't like this should be rated differently to stop the rating being low. It's hard to say what to do. I'll have a think about it. And if anyone has any like ideas, like shove it into the chat as well, into live chat or into Twitch chat, not Twitch chat, into Discord as well. So I rate it low because it doesn't have a story, but I agree with what you said about the game giving you the building blocks. I could easily say story could be. It's hard to say that as well though, because I don't want to kind of change people's opinions on it, because it almost feels like if I give this kind of idea of what a story in a game could be and then rate it by that as well, it's almost like I'm changing someone's opinion. People can still rate it low though if they wanted to as well. Even if I said this and they're like, I don't agree with that, I'd still rate it low. I wouldn't really kind of mind. It's like, yeah, rate it low then. If that's not your kind of thing, that's your opinion at the end of the day. Yeah, that's a toughie. That's a tough one. Well, we'll figure something out though. There'll be something out there, at least for potentially the next one. I think all of them had somewhat of a story element, so we wouldn't have to worry about it too much in the next game club game. But yeah. All right. Next one, Bing Bong. I mean, that's a massive plus. Come on, Bing Bong's awesome. The secrets. There's loads of them, and you feel great about it when you discover one. There was one secret that I saw on a reel that I never found, and I'm not going to say it because it might be potentially a spoiler for other people, because it's not part of it's part of the game, but it's not something that is necessary for the experience. There was a really cool secret that I saw. Continued development. The updates are great and they bring in a bit more variability. I will continue to revisit when new stuff comes to the game. You gotta love it when a developer stays active in their game, and they, especially a game like this, which it's not. I mean, it's good when developers correct their game and put bug fixes in, but when they actually kind of like an indie game like this, and they keep adding content and essentially don't ask more money of you, unless it was like, I mean, if they brought out like a DLC thing which like added a shit ton of stuff or a completely different island or something like that, I'd be like, fuck yeah, I'll buy that. It'd be sick. Yeah, it's not too egregious either. Some live service games are a bit meh. All right, my dislikes. The climb can get a bit difficult. It's all part of the experience, but when you die early on and have to wait until the next checkpoint gets hit by other players, it does become a little disheartening. The difficulty isn't too high, the risk of falling is maybe too high. I don't think it's something I'd change about the game, but playing in a co-op becomes a slog when you make one little mistake. And I didn't think about it, but solo kind of does the same thing as well. It's a slog because you have to start the game all over again, which yeah, doesn't help. But the problem is, and I think it was kind of a similar thing with Blueprints as well, is when the mechanic becomes a major part of the difficulty, especially when it comes to RNG, which I think RNG was a big part of the difficulty in this game as well, in Peak. But it's hard to then say, like, I mean, you can say, "Oh, I don't really like it," but then you're essentially saying you don't like the mechanic of the entire game as well. Which I think if you took away this difficulty from the game, it wouldn't be the same thing. You wouldn't feel as positive when you actually do make the climb. It wouldn't have felt as much of an adventure. So I think it can be both a positive and a negative with how difficult this game is. It is disheartening, and I will put that as a dislike, but I don't know if I'd change it. Grabbing onto certain things can be a little finicky, and grabbing someone's hands sometimes doesn't work. I did find that sometimes. It was a little bit annoying. Also, I will add that some mechanics, it doesn't explain some of the mechanics, but some mechanics I've seen on reels and stuff like that, it almost feels like it's part of, like, not necessarily a speedrun tactic, but it's like a glitchy tactic. Obviously, they aren't necessary to kind of be done, but I don't know. It would almost feel like mitigating some of those would make this experience a bit better, because I feel like some of the things that you can do in that game feel like they're cheating. like the rope thing that where you can just climb up a rope super fucking fast, and you don't use. I don't think you use any like hardly any stamina going up the rope, do you? It just feels it's like a real kind of glitchy kind of thing to do. And yeah, I suppose you can choose not to use it and stuff. But yeah, higher co-op player count should just be built into the game. Yeah, that's what Brad mentioned earlier, I believe, as well. Yeah, it should just be there. Even if it just kind of gave a sign on there as well, where it's just like 1 to 4 intended play, and then because Headliners does this, and then 4+ players experimental. If it just put the words experimental on there, and hell, some of the achievements can't be achieved or something like that. Because to be fair, like some of the stuff, it can make it easier for achievements. I mean, I suppose it doesn't matter too much, does it? But like, if they just had it like as experimental, then it kind of like takes away the possibilities of shit happening and people feeling like they can blame the developer for it. So be like, well, we did say it is experimental. Like you can play with other players, but yeah, yeah, Bizarre's not just in the game. Yeah, yeah, yep. Because I think all the mod actually does well. It does other things as well, but which they added later. But all that I think what they really only did was they just allowed more people to enter a server. I'm assuming I'm really simplifying it, mainly because they did add the ability to put extra marshmallows for everyone, as well as extra boxes. I think came up as well. It's one of the things that you could do with more people. But yeah. Right, on to dislikes and dislikes. So first the likes, the art, the sound, the little notes from the dev on the main screen. Yeah, that's a good point. The dev notes are really nice. It definitely brings a down to earth vibe to it, doesn't it? Because you definitely get the indie vibe from it, especially with what they put on the screen. At the moment, on the screen, there's an advert for a Bing Bong plushie, which I'm trying so very hard not to buy at the moment because I want to buy other things. I want to do other things. I want to save up money. Like it's annoying. I would love that Bing Bong plushie. Oh my god. Anyway, that's nothing. But yeah, they've got it, and it's really funny because it has the Bing Bong plushie. It's like you can now buy the Bing Bong plushie, and it's got like a really small picture of one of the scouts. You can buy a plushie of one of the scouts, and I think it says something like and this one, I guess. Like as if like because everyone is going to primarily be buying the Bing Bong because I feel like that's the awesome thing, and then the scout is just like off to the side, just like yeah, yeah. That's what I'm thinking, Brad. I can't just get the Bing Bong. You have to get the scout as well. But then like again, I worked out it's like 50 quid for both of them with postage, but I don't know. I don't know if I can justify it. Maybe I'll have another chat with Chelsea. Oh dear. This game was a lot of fun, lots of silly moments and fun parts to explore. From the random spawning of maps daily to the rotation of items you get and their placement each game you load into. Also some fun secrets and events to find, hell yeah. I also like that they are actively developing for the game and keep communicating this via social media and the main login page. Yeah. One of the things, one of the ways I learn about the new stuff is through Instagram Reels. You see a random reel every now and again. That's like, oh, here's something that we've updated. All right, dislikes. I dislike that there are still many bugs, randomly crashing and not letting people join back. Randomly crashing when I tried to log into Discord. Tried to log into Discord. Oh, weird. Yeah, I didn't experience any bugs. Damn, that's a shame that there are some bugs out there then. Ah, goddamn. Yeah, that sucks. I can imagine that. Well, I say I can imagine that'd be really bloody annoying if that happened. Like you're a midway climb or towards the end and just crash. It's yeah. I can't even imagine. You'd have to be really shit hot at making sure your game doesn't have bugs because it can easily teeter on the edge of being like annoying as fuck if something like that happened where someone would just never play again. A few times connection was lost or the game dropped, which loses all progress. I'd like to see some kind of checkpoint system as games can be long. Right, so like where it saves you in that position. That would make sense, to be honest. I wouldn't there's no kind of downside to having that either, is there? I think the only bug I came across was some items falling through the map. I did forget about that. Yeah, that happens with the coconuts. Every time when you're on a mountain, you because I like to launch the coconut at the ground so I can try and get it. One of the halves of the coconuts always gets lost. Every single time. Yeah. Lost some shit to the void, yeah. Yeah, checkpoint system, a good idea. Yeah. Yeah, luckily our connection drops were quite minimal, weren't they? And I think either there isn't a host, either they have their own servers or hosts shifts if someone leaves. Because I don't think, because I would always quote unquote host the game, but there'd be times where I don't, did it crash or no, my computer restarted itself. Good old computer. My computer restarted itself and I was still able to get in afterwards though. Somehow. The game is very much geared towards playing with others, which can be a problem when playing solo. A lot of my play was solo, which meant if a tornado threw me or I mistimed, I fell, and that was it. No help, dead, start over. I'd like to see some auto med kits. Auto med kits, again, that's another great idea. I wonder if there's already a mod for something like that. Something like for solo players. Yeah, it is super harsh to solo. For solo, it sounds like. It makes me not want to play on solo. All right, nice one. Thank you, Duth. Some great ideas as well. I love kind of like actually kind of giving ideas for what, like when people give ideas of what could be done. If you've got like a negative, actually giving an idea towards it, it's cool. There's a few good ones there. Jessica's likes. The graphics were nice. I like the different biomes. Also cannons. Yeah. Jessica went canon crazy. The characters are cute as fuck. Love the customization. Had a lot of fun playing, but mostly the company than game. Interesting. Yeah, co-ops do have that. Canon Queen is a good one. Co-ops do have that effect, don't they? Where you could play a shit co-op, but because you're playing a co-op with friends, it still ends up being good. I wouldn't have personally said that with this game. I've been enjoying the game as it is as well. Obviously, I haven't played a solo, but yeah, I can definitely see that. Like, if you're playing a co-op game, then you're gonna have a good time regardless, aren't you? Dislikes. This could be a me problem, skill issue, but quite often my control inputs wouldn't work grabbing onto walls. No, I had that as well a few times. It does get a little bit finicky. I wonder if there are reasons for it somewhere, but it's not just you, Jessica. Chelsea's likes. Did Jess use a controller? That's a good point. I don't know. Jessica, if you did you use a controller? All right, Chelsea's likes. The art style is so cute. Adore the customization. Them big lips. Yeah, Chelsea made sure that we knew about her big lips. It was doo-doo for me at times and on keyboard. I enjoy the sort of problem solving I have to do to figure out the best route to scale the mountain. Playing the trumpet to the capybara. Capybara, yeah. That was cool. Dance emote. Oh yeah, I forgot about the emotes actually. Yeah. Proximity chat, 10 out of 10. Yeah. That actually reminds me. I know this is going to go on a crazy tangent now, but because I've been doing more videos, more shorts and stuff like that, I've been having to like put hashtags for stuff. And one of the things I've been doing for headliners when I was doing the videos for that is it would be, I don't know, I put friend slop as a hashtag or co-op game or whatever. I put proximity chat, and I 100% think that the majority of people that are typing in proximity chat is purely for the guy who goes into VR channels, VR, VR chat, to troll, because his name is proximity chat. His YouTube name is proximity chat. So I now have to divert, I think, my hashtags to something more relevant, because I'm pretty sure a lot of people who are looking up that kind of stuff or would be going for that kind of stuff would be purely going for VR cringe rather than anything else. He's what I instantly think of when that's said. Yeah, yeah. It's a shame because, like, I mean, proximity chat. Like, what else? I mean, suppose VoIP. I guess VoIP, but yeah, it's a different one, a difficult one, isn't it? I don't know. It's a weird tangent. Because I've got phantom pain. Really enjoy the range of items and getting rewarded with rares if no one dies. Yeah. Bing bong, he talks now. He does. The photo booth, although I do wish they printed out in game and you could carry them. Oh, that's a really good idea. Well, like in the Minecraft server. Jessica didn't use a controller. Thank you for letting us know, Jessica. Yeah. Yup. Okay. Sorry, I have to move my microphone. I'll move my camera a little bit closer as well. Oh my god, I'm off to the side. Ah, that's better. Yeah. Yeah. And now the Chelsea's dislikes. I found many times the grabbing on to be buggy. Like I'd grab and have stamina, and my character wouldn't actually grab, and I'd fall a steep drop. Also, the grass patches are annoying. Sometimes it doesn't look walkable, but it must be because your character stops grabbing to walk, and then it's unwalkable, and you're fucked. This also is the case sometimes with grabbing someone, trying to pull them up slash be pulled up, and it just sort of grabs and drops in a loop until stamina is depleted, and the person trying to get up is fucked. Yeah, there were a few moments where it'd be like there'd be a steepness on the side. I think it'd be like a corner. Oh yeah, it was like the overdrop, overhang. There'd be an overhang, and if someone was trying to grab you, from like a side or whatever, you'd get stuck on the overhang. You wouldn't be able to get up, and it would just yeah. I remember that shit. Yeah, there's some moments for that. The Scoutmaster. I got separated from the group, didn't realize until too late. Sure. And so I continued the climb and got fucked by the Scoutmaster. I thought it made sense to secure the top of the mountain for my fellow scouts, and apparently that's bad. Also, another time everyone else couldn't get to the ledge I'd climbed up to, and it was too dangerous for me to go back. So I tried to climb at the same level as they were, but everywhere on the mountain. Wait, they were, but everywhere on the mountain, and the Scoutmaster got me again. It's tricky. I do appreciate the point is to work together, but the game can be so harsh sometimes that it's like, fuck, if I go back, I'll die. But yeah, just a bit salty, to be honest. Lol. Don't. Elsewhere. Where, but elsewhere on. Did I say where else? I don't know. So, let me try and read it again. So I tried to climb up at the same level as they were, but elsewhere on the mountain. Look. Great. I can't, lol. Oh, right. Look, sometimes I'm trying to... It's not me taking the piss. It's me figuring out if it's just my brain. They were elsewhere on the mountain. Oh. As they were elsewhere on the mountain. Oh, okay. And I tried to keep saying, okay. Understand. Yeah, that one fried my brain. uh, yeah. I do understand the Scoutmaster though, and I kind of like that happens. I don't know. Imagine that being a complete and utter surprise, which I suppose it was to you, wasn't it? From our perspective, Chelsea. I mean, I don't like to see you in hear you in peril, but hearing it from a distance was crazy. Wild. It was crazy wild. Just hearing you being like, what? 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 What's happening? What's happening? What? I can't see properly. What? From a distance with the Doppler, with the echoing and the Doppler effect or whatever. I couldn't look behind me. I was so scared, but it was but it creates moments though, and that's what this game should be doing and does do. My vision went weird. It was so frightening. I can imagine it was. Quote unquote hour. Well, it was semi funny to us. I don't think we properly laughed when it happened because we were like, "Ah, shit, you're gonna get fucked." But you didn't. Oh no, the first time you did die. The second time you got away though. Can get boring as a ghost, especially if you die early into the biome. Not sure what they could do, to be honest. Not sure what they could do, to be honest, but I don't know. Ghost minigames? Because you're sort of anchored to whoever you're watching, and that's all you can do. Yeah, and sometimes, like, it takes a while as well to climb up certain parts of a specific section as well. So, yeah, if you're at the start of the biome and you die, and you're just kind of waiting there, and yeah. Yeah. I got slung down the mountain by the bastard, yeah. What's up, buddy? Is it time for you to get shut in? Yeah. Yeah. Look, my computer doesn't have a notepad anymore, so for some reason, so I had to write this in some bizarre knockoff notepad. It was terrible. I had to download Microsoft Notepad from their shop. What? You don't have a notepad? I've got a notepad. Or just download Notepad++, because that's an even better version of a notepad. I might have already put it on there. Yeah, that's weird. That's what I have. I hate it. What do you mean you hate it? Notepad++ is better than regular Notepad. How is it dumb? What? Notepad++ is great. I'll have you know. Anyway. Would you recommend? Brad said yes, it's a great game to jump in with friends. Personally, I'm not interested in playing solo, but there is replayability to unlock cosmetics. The game is also being actively updated. Hell yeah. Do like I'm writing a script or something. Normal one is called Windows Notepad on the store. Well, I like Notepad++. Scotty said yes, as both a single player and multiplayer game, it is indeed a better game with more people, but is still enjoyable solo. Scotty loves the game. I said yes, this is something everyone should play. alone or with friends is very fun. And when I mean everyone, I mean anyone who has like a competency in games, I guess, would be the cut-off point. But yes, I think everyone should play this game. Du said yes, it's a lot of fun. Jessica said yes, and Chelsea said yes, absolutely. Nice. Very cool. What other similar games would you recommend? This is the time to kind of give other games that if you liked Peak, then you'll most likely other things as well. Brad said co-op focused games like the Headliners, Repo, Deep Rock Galactic. Yeah, some great ones there. Sky said Peaks of Yore, which I don't think I've actually heard of. Travel around the Great Gales to climb challenging peaks in this physics-based climbing adventure set in 1887. Meet like-minded mountaineers, unlock helpful climbing gear, and become a pioneer of mountaineering. This looks really fun, actually. This looks like a game I'd enjoy. I might have to wishlist it. I haven't got my account on Firefox, but yeah. Oh, there's two Peaks of Yore and Peaks of Yore the Great Alps. There's that DLC. Ah, it's DLC. Oh, cool. Very nice. Cool. Nice little recommendation there. A single player climbing game that is more difficult if people are looking for that, but also has more systems in place, such as small rocks you're trying to climb on, falling out, having to use both hands to climb rather than hug the wall and go up. Friend Slop games, even though it's the worst title in gaming, I feel if you can have fun with people in Peak, you'll enjoy games like Lethal Company, Content Warning, and Repo. Yeah. I said Lethal Company, Repo, the Headliners, mainly any proximity chat game you may like if you enjoyed the co-op of this one. You said Repo, Lethal Company. Not so much but similar multiplayer, yeah. Jessica said Getting Over It and Chained Together. Those are some interesting ones as well. I would like to play Chained Together at some point. Chelsea said, not really the same, but Fall Guys. Ah, that is a good one. I never thought of Fall Guys. It's cutesy and it's a teamwork obstacle. Although, fuck that game after it became money-hungry garbage, yeah. Team game-wise, maybe Headliners, Lethal Company, etc. The silly cop games, yeah. So we got similar suggestions. That's great. Cool. That was the reviews of Peak. Shall we have a look at the ratings? Let's have a look. So I gathered together the average ratings that everyone has said. So let's go through each of them. Hell yeah, good job everyone. Thank you everyone that contributed. And again, that was a lot of... Fucking... Tighten up, you bastard. I think I might just buy myself another arm. I can't be arsed with this anymore. It's fucking annoying. I'm sure it doesn't come through great when I do that every single time. Sorry, don't move it again because it's too low. Oh my god. It's just... Feels like it's going to fall at any moment. Oh yeah, good job everyone. Okay, let's have a look. So, first up is Story, which it's going to be an interesting one this week. But again, we'll try to figure out a solution for this as well. So, Story, average was 5, which and a standard deviation of 2.4, so highly contested. I think I was the main person who contested it because I put a 9, and then everyone else was like, I think there's like a 2 and a load of 5s and stuff like that. So definitely balanced out to like midway 5. So yeah. To be fair, a 5 is probs fair. Maybe. I stand by 9, but I will happily join in with the average of 5. Okay, so next on the list is gameplay, an 8. Not highly contested, 0.8 on the standard deviation. Then But 8 is really good for gameplay. I don't think there's been many games that have reached that high for our reviews. So 8 is good. I mean, if we're going by the whole kind of no story thing, it's leaning on gameplay. Gameplay has done incredibly well. Okay, next one up, Controls. We have an 8. I did notice, it's something I might need to put a post out about. Some people have been missing out this new one. A couple of people did for Controls. So make sure you're adding to the new rating system and push it in. And also, Scotty forgot to rate overall. Just gonna say to Scotty, because I can be asked to message him before gameplay stream, but he forgot to do overall. Not calling anyone out. Called out. Right. Controls 8. I can stand by this one. I quite like this control scheme. What could do better with controls? That's what I'm trying to kind of think. I suppose what comes into play is like the problem people are having with climbing at a certain point. Better grip. Everyone needs a bit of better grip. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I can see that. Right, next one is Sound and Music 7. Fair. There wasn't really. It was a bit more devoid. Void. Gorilla Grip mode. Fuck me. Gorilla Grip. Yeah. It didn't. It has good sound and music when it does happen. It might be a bit lacking. I'll be honest. I don't really mind it. Like, I quite like the silent moments. I think sometimes a game's atmosphere does speak volumes when it doesn't say anything as well, and it does lean on the sound effects, which is great because I mean they do pretty good work and they do a good job at kind of telling you what's happening and stuff like that. Maybe they could improve the quality of the VoIP. I think that was mentioned as well. Brad, I think you might have mentioned that. Quality of the VoIP could be a little bit better. Yeah, it's hard to kind of integrate Discord quality VoIP into games. I'm assuming because not a lot of games really have that kind of quality, do they? I think Headliners did. I think that also has a bit of a difficulty with its audio quality through mics as well. But I guarantee you, if they up the quality of it, it would make everything like it would make it sound just overall 10 times better as well. I know there's some comedy that can come from having microphone sound which is a little bit distorted and a little bit blurry and a little bit, bassy or whatever, but I think it would do it wonders because it'd make it feel more realistic as well. Grippy socks. Yeah, I didn't either. Sometimes music isn't needed. If there were a lot of noises and trying to chat to each other, I'd get overwhelmed. See, there's that as well. Yeah. It looked like there was a little bit of contention with Sound of Music, but generally we sort of agreed. All right, next on the list is graphics 9. That is great. Holy shit, 9. I've got a 9 for the graphics. That is really good, and I absolutely love that. A game that doesn't have like a realistic style to it is getting this high as well, which to be honest I think is better when a game has art direction over trying to create realism anyway. And this game definitely does it well. It understands its themes, and it's consistent across the board as well with everything in the game. Every single part can like, you can see that it comes from the same game. You can pick out anything and be like, oh yeah, that's from Peak. I can tell. You're saying graphics can't be art? Never mind. Yeah, I didn't say that. I didn't say that. I actually think it's better. I actually like one of the things, like not even like speaking about the art of this type of like good art direction behind it. Um, it ages a game incredibly well. One of the things I point towards, and for some reason I keep seeing like reels and stuff on it. It's like, oh wow, this game aged great. Is Metal Gear Solid 4. That that game's graphics aged terribly, and it's because they tried to they veered away from the art direction of the previous games, even though there was a sense of realism in those, and tried to bring in way more realism, and it aged so quickly. It was so bad. But having graphics like this, it's gonna last. Like it's gonna look great 10 years from now. It's gonna be like, yeah, it's a solid art direction. That's why I put a 9 for the graphics on Shadows of Doubt. Sure, it's pixels, but it works very well for the setting. And again, yeah, you're right. That also like wouldn't be aged, would it? They fell into the 2010s realistic graphics meme. Yeah, and it's a shame. I guess people were excited. It's like, oh, we're finally in the HD era. Let's bring in realism because like yeah, we're doing what we need to do, and then it like instantly fell on its face. Like I'm gonna say like 5 years later. 5 years later, I looked back at Metal Gear Solid 4, and I was like, ooh, that didn't work out well. It's always going to have the spectacle of when it comes out, and be like, oh shit, we can do that now. Although I tell you what, nowadays I don't really feel that as much. Maybe with certain games I'll be like, holy shit, that looks really realistic. But mostly I don't really kind of get that anymore. The initial shock of like how far we've come in graphical technology. It's starting to peter out, I feel like. All right, next one up is in-game settings. This one, we somewhat agreed. It had some good ones. Had full screen, borderless full screen, although I think Scotty said that there was a bit of an issue with that with him. It wasn't working properly. I would say the graphics menu was lacking quite a bit. It didn't feel like it had enough to be able to change stuff. At least it had field of view, which is always really good to have. But as was mentioned previously by multiple people, mic settings were lacking. It's better than Headliners. Headliners has near to nothing in terms of mic settings, which for a proximity mic game is crazy. But yeah, this one is still kind of missing some bits and pieces. I mean, the main one is like just noise suppression, which yeah, settings it would be like an on off for that, but it doesn't even it doesn't have it, so you can't turn it on. Yeah, I don't know, lacking in shit. Main part of the game as well. All right, next one up, QA, an 8. I agree with this. Not many bugs. I don't know how many times Doof experienced his bugs of crashing out, and of course there is still the bug of stuff being lost to the void. But apart from that, it's really solid. I could happily feel safe knowing that I'm going to play it from start to finish and nothing bad is going to happen, apart from my own shitty gameplay. So yeah, QA did really well, and yeah, I think QA can also come into the general consensus of the game, making sure everything fits together, stuff like that. It's all really good. And finally, we have overall an 8. That's really good. I need to have a look back at this, but I have a feeling this could be our highest rated game. Let me have a quick look. I think Bully was the previous highest rated, wasn't it? Bully got higher overall. Bully got a 9 overall. But Bully did also lack in other areas as well. Interesting. So not quite the highest rated game that we've rated and reviewed so far, but it's still up there. Still highly, highly recommended. I think we could easily put that on the list for highly recommended. Bully is a fantastic game, to be fair. Yeah. 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 So yeah, there are the ratings. A great game. Highly recommended for everyone to play. Make sure you do. Doesn't cost that much at all. It's under £7. Really, really great. So yeah, there we go. Thank you, Chelsea, for the patch. There's another great patch this month. Let me get some music on. Another great patch this month. It's really cool to see. Yeah, patch is sick. It's really well done. And yeah, Bing Bong in the hot springs water with the capybaras and with the Peaks flag in the background and a nice little sunset. It's very, very cool. There we go. Rating and review. Okay, so I'm sure people have been voting. I mean, I can imagine everyone's got their votes in, right? Everyone who wants to vote has probably voted. You think? Yeah. Shall we close the vote and see what we will be playing next month? Let's have a look. So I need to go into mod chat. Go Game Club 19. About to change the Game Club 19 to closed. Are you sure? Yes. There we go. Wow, we got 7 votes. Hell yeah. Now, how do I actually look at this? Results. Here we go. Let's get the results for this one. There we go. Ooh. Ooh. Okay, it was definitely a battle between 2 games. 2 games. Very, very cool. Okay. Let me get up the game that it actually is. Oh, this is very exciting. Do guess I don't know. Sometimes I don't know where. There we go. We'll just go for the release trailer. All right, is everyone ready to see your next month's Game Club game? It's gonna be scary. It's gonna be freaky. It's gonna be weird. Okay, let's have a look. That is on the wrong screen. Let's actually put it on the Firefox browser. Shut up. There we go. Oh god, I've done this terribly. Brad. This is like some Angela Anaconda fucking shit right here. I like this. I like the music. Kind of Silent Hill, isn't it? Christ. Yeah, this is gonna be horrifying. This is gonna be horrifying. Good luck, Chelsea. Hell yeah. So next month's game is going to be No, I Am Not a Human. No, I'm Not a Human. And which is going to be cool. I think it's a good pick. We will see how this goes. No, I'm Not a Human. It is £12.79 on Steam. I believe, Brad, you were saying it was like £8 on CD Keys. As I always say, it is I'm assuming this is an indie game. If you have the money, make sure you do go to Steam and buy the Steam version of the game. But obviously, if you don't, do what you need to do. Go where you need to go. But yeah, I do like to push for actually getting anything. I think I'll like for £12 instead of 8. I'm happy to just get it off of Steam. My pants will be shat. By you or someone else? Do. Yeah, the other one that people voted for was Insanity, which could be a good future one, to be honest. Maybe we could save that for the future, and see how it goes. Hell yeah! Thanks to everyone that voted. It was very cool. What did I say? It was like 7 or 8 votes for that. 7 votes. That's really cool. Thank you guys. Hell yeah. Insanity is obviously the perfect Christmas game, right? Yeah. I tell you what, I actually think I might have a Christmas game lined up. I was originally just not going to do another Christmas game. I suppose. Well, the thing is, it's really difficult to find Christmas games. What's that, Chelsea? What's this? No, I am not a human. No, I'm not a human. At least I look cool. At least I look cool saying it, even though it was out of context. At least I looked fucking cool. I mean, look at that shit. No, I am not a human. Look at that shit right there. I mean, maybe it doesn't now that I've actually just like paused it, but fucking mogging the shit. No, I'm not a human. No, I am not a human. I think I look cool. I think I look cool. The mullet is taking over. Try and get out of that one. Have you tested it today? No. It's actually difficult for me to test at the moment because I'm using Chatterino now. But I know that Chelsea's gonna be like, likely story, but Yeah, there you go. Wow. Predictable much? Predictable much, huh? Huh? Fine, I'll go into my bloody stream and just do it. To appease Chelsea. There you go. That's all the evidence that you need to show that the message was out of context. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Braid, fuck off. He diddled the samples. Diddled. Please don't use diddled in that context again, Chelsea. It doesn't end well for anyone. Diddled. Ew. Right, so what do we do for the rest of the time? Fiddled. Fiddled isn't better. Fiddled is not better. I don't know what you're playing at right now. Fiddled is not better. Fucking hell, I don't know. Wow. God. I like fiddled the numbers. Is that not a saying? It's not one that I've heard of. Has anyone else heard that? Diddled and fiddled the numbers. Yeah, I don't know about that one. Yeah, you're on your own with that one. Yeah, see, Brad's leaving. Oh dear. I suppose I could do a little bit of solo peeking. I could solo peek for a bit. I'm peeking. Because I haven't actually solo peeked yet, so it'd be an interesting experience to see how far I can actually get. Fuck it. Go on then. Let's waste some time. Let's do this shit. Brad, back me up. What the fuck? Well, Brad does fiddle with numbers on the daily, so. Oh dear. Fiddly diddly. The towns are tabled. Oh, such a sad face. Oh yeah, here we go. So it says, "Wow, Bing Bong." By now, this too, I guess, for the scout. God damn. I need to move chat. Yeah. 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 Oh yeah, I can show you guys my character actually. That's a good point. This is the character I opt to go for now. It's very Hunter S. Thompson inspired. Yeah. I quite like it. Yeah, I've got vampire teeth at the moment as well, haven't I? What other teeth do I have? I've been collecting quite a lot of stuff. I've got one eyeball to go as well. I quite like that mouth, actually. Yeah. 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 Doop, 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 doop. Yeah, so Chelsea, if you go into here, you can... There you go. Ascent 1. Full damage is greater, it says off the bat. It's harsh. It's harsh. I could try and do... is it worth me even trying Ascent 1 on do 1? You tell him to do 1. Okay. I think I'm going to be really shit. Yes. 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 Oh my god, this is taking way too long to load. We're good. Let me just squeeze in my... Oh, I'm going to change around my fucking shit, aren't I? Okay. Wait. Is that usually there? Oh yeah, it is, yeah. Bing bong.
I guess so.
Aww.
I don't know.
I do wonder if there might be more that it's not telling me, though. What was the point of the conch shell? Is there something to do with this? Ooh. Alright, Bing Bong, let's go. Maybe you can help me with the decision making later on. Wait, I don't know if the yellow crisp berries are... Oh, boxes. Oh, hello. Boxes. It's a nod to another game they made, I think. Oh, really? Another Crab's Treasure. Oh. Ooh. Just noticed, but the backpack's angry. Why is it angry at me? Holy shit. Is the mod doing this? Because there's like 4. There's 4 luggages here. Maybe it can help me out then. Because that is crazy. Amount of luggages. Holy shit. Yeah, this is a crazy amount. I don't know if this is meant to be in just regular game. It feels like this is just purely part of the mod. Over. Trail mix. That's what just eating now. Let's go. Okay. Let's see how far I get. Ugh, I've got a smudge on my screen. I need to clean it off at some point. How does that even get there? Ooh, gooseberries. Okay. Sent. Alright, so I mean, looking from here, it's always hard to tell. You can look from a distance and see like, oh, there might be this way, this way, this way, but a lot of the time I'll just kind of just go head first in and just see what happens, because I suppose at this starting point you can just kind of go back on yourself anyway and go up a different way if you need to. But yeah, I tend to just... Ooh, another luggage. Another sports drink. Loads of sports drinks. I've got a ton of stamina now. Okay. Where are we going? Where are we going? I already decided to go the wrong way. I feel like this is a really shit way of going up here. Oh no, no, it's good. We good. Just need to hang my laundry. Be right back. No worries, Chelsea. I'll be here climbing the peak. Okay. Oh, some interior. Oh shit! Let me just get my stamina back. So tomorrow I have a dentist visit, unfortunately. Because apparently I have a hole in one of my wisdom teeth. Which isn't great. To be honest, I haven't really thought about the visit at all this week. Just been, I suppose, busy with other things at the moment, other worries and stresses and stuff, you know. Which at least it's been able to distract me, but yeah. Having stuff done to wisdom teeth doesn't fill me with glee, I'll be honest. Especially like because they've got to reach really far back to get to it as well. It's on the front of my wisdom top, on the top front of my wisdom tooth as well. The hole. So, oh hello. So it's just in a really, really bad spot overall. Oh, rope cannon. Hello. Sorry, Bugle. This one's mine now. I should probably drop one of the bandages and opt for this instead. There we go. Okay. Oh, actually, it might be worth me going up this way. Yeah, I'll go up towards here. There we go. Up, and away, Web. Go, Web, go. Holy shit. What the fuck is that? Is that a floating... The hell? What the hell is going on with this peak today? What the fuck? Okay, this is a weird one. That's like Minecraft levels of lands. How strange. Okay. But hey, we're going somewhere. I'm getting up here. Can I go on top of this thing? I can. I mean, I might as well give it a try because the drop isn't too far anyway, so... Look at that! Look at that! Hell yeah! Just gotta get my stamina back, and then I can climb up a little bit more and get to a proper place. Oh yeah. That worked out really well. Very happy with that one. Okay. Burn away, web. Maybe I can get up there. There we go. See how much stamina I have. Nope. Oop. Maybe I need to go around. Yeah, because this... Ooh, okay, so there's a nice spot there. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. Oh, shit. Okay. Shit. Oh, God, I'm using... Oh, I used so much of my extra stamina. Okay. Right. Right, that... The use of the extra stamina on that bit as well, it's like, I might as well have just used it on somewhere to actually get me to where I needed to go. Like, just commit to it, but I didn't really want to use it, so I'm gonna have to just go up towards this way. Okay. I think I'm almost... almost up the top of this first area. Ooh, hello. Well, we need to keep Bing Bong for the moment. I'll use my sports drink. There we go. Okay. Let me get my stamina back first. There we go. Cool. Right, stamina back, please. Okay, so I'm at the top of what I was trying to get to before. That's cool. Hell yeah. There we go. So the rest of this should be a relatively easy climb now because I'm already at the crest. I'm already at the crest. Hell yeah. I mean, this is something to celebrate already, I'd say. Let's, Ooh, hello. Oh no. Wait, does that actually determine what the third biome is going to be? Ooh, the cure-all. Yeet! The cure-all is pretty damn good. Okay. And the trail mix. Let me just eat that. Okay. Okay, I do need to find space for... Ugh. Really don't have space for anything. Yeah, see this, I suppose this is going to be the issue of solo, is that you just run out of space. But I really want that, Don't want beton. Okay. I'm just going to have to eat my marshmallow now. Which feels like a little bit of a waste, but the rest of the stuff is going to be a bit better. Thick mints I can at least have like a nibble here and there whenever I need it. Okay, so this right here is going to be the hard part for me. I mean, this looks really fucking shit, to be honest. Look at that. It's horrible. Let's just climb above for now. Shit. Just make sure to hold on to shift when I'm flying through the air so I actually make my jumps. Ooh. Something tells me I'm not going to get any further than this, so I need to start going down. Yeah. Look at this vine. That gets some, like, verticality on that one. Oh, it's raining. I'm good. I don't know. I mean, Pandora's lunchbox. Whatever cursed stuff is there. The skull, the Murray. I'm okay to not give up part of my health for that. God. I don't know if I've gone up the right direction. This is pretty horrible already. So I'm gonna try a different direction. We're gonna go places. We're gonna find shit. Hopefully not explode. That'd be incredible. Okay. Okay. Whoa! Holy crap. That is a mess. Careful. Whoa! Okay. Right. What's that? No way! Okay. What? I'm gonna have to have a look to see if the one that I thought I had evaded still... It is still there! There must have been one between these two fuckers. Oh, you bastard. Ugh, okay. Alright, well, I'm poisoned at the moment. I could use the cure-all. I don't really want to. Maybe I'll find a route around here somewhere. Let's go around the waterfall. Okay. Alright, the poison is slowly going down now. Which is good. At least it's quite quick for the poison to go. Ah, you bollock! Okay, that was 100% my fault, that one. I don't know if I quite saw it in time, but yeah, definitely just full on face first. Jumped into that bastard. Ugh, okay, I'm gonna have to wait longer for the poison to go. It's fine, we'll figure it out. Still got a little bit of like small climbing to do before I get into any of the big climb stuff. Maybe. Oh yeah, I know I can go over here. Get a little bit higher. Let's have some crisp berries. Because I do have a little bit of hunger. Accumulated. Nice. Let's continue up this way. I do like the route up this way at the moment. It is a groovy route. I think I just used up some of my extra stamina accidentally. It's fine though, we can do it. Get in there. Okay. God, this is a bit shit, isn't it? This is, oh my god, this is horrible. Is there any point in going over there? I suppose I could have a look over there. Okay, wind up for that one. Yeah, this looks terrible. Oh no, it's raining. It started to rain. And now I'm like getting too close to like the mist wall. Oh, I mean I could go... I could climb to there, go onto the vine and make my way over, but... It's so close to the mist wall. It's like, do I really want to do that? I don't feel... I can't even see what's past that point. Maybe the visibility might get a little bit better once the rain's gone. Fuck it. I mean, I've gone this way already, so... Come on, come on, come on. Okay, okay. Please go quicker. Okay. Minimal extra stamina use. That's great. Okay. The fog rises. Shit. It's too bad that goes through the lava. That like goes directly through the lava. Because that would be a really nice one, although looks a bit disjointed, doesn't it? That bit of land. It's not a great bit of land that I'd be able to hop onto. Come on, rain, fuck off. Yeah, the rain is one of the worst parts of this map. There we go. Okay, cool. Oh god. No, wait for my stamina to get back before I start climbing a bit further. Okay. Yeah, it's a bit crap. I have to start moving a bit inwards towards this way. That's it. Okay. Holy crap, this is bad. Oh, there's a little bit of a cave over here. Maybe I can find myself my way through the cave over here. Okay. Okay. Alright, this is going to be a big one. Not affected by the rain inside of here, which is good. Because I'm in a cave. Ooh. Ooh. Okay, this does look like the better route, maybe. I mean, I don't know the other route, but... this could be the way. Do you feel like Bing Bong? Was this the correct way?
No.
Oh shit, really?
Sure?
Look, Bing Bong, I'm sorry, but I'm gonna have to go against you at the moment. I know you are the smart guy in this friendship, but kinda wanna risk this way. See what happens. Come on. Okay. Bing Bong, you can say I told you so if all things fuck up, you know. But we'll see what happens. You never know. It might be all right. Jeez, that's not looking good, though, is it? Let me get some food in me. Okay. Oops. Nope. Don't drop the backpack. Okay, good. Did use a little bit of extra stamina there. Right, let's figure out where I'm going. Oof. God damn it, I think Bing Bong might have been right. I'm going towards the mist wall. towards the fog. Ooh. It might be a good opportunity to go towards this way, actually. Maybe if I gain my stamina from here, jump onto the vine. Okay. And then... Oh shit! That was not... Oh my god! No! No! I can't believe I survived that. It's not looking good for me though, because the fog did start to rise, and I've fallen so damn far. I remember this place because I said, "Oh look, the vine is going through the lava." My God, have I fallen far? Yeah, so I went up this way. All right, well, maybe this is my chance to go the way that Bing Bong said instead. So let's just make our way back up here again. Wait for the rain to stop. I'm surprised I did not die, by the way. It was very surprising to me that I did not die. Holy crap. Okay, get my stamina back. Okay. Towards this way. Need to be pretty quick about this because the fog's going to start rising up to me soon. Alright, which way did I go? Did I go up that way? I can't even remember. It's so dark in here. Ugh, drop there as well. I think I did go up this way. Okay, alright, I've lost all of my extra stamina. Okay, well, I made it back towards here, I guess. So, before I went up that way, I asked Bing Bong which way I should go. He said this way, so I will go this way. Should have just listened to Bing Bong. He's telling me I told you so now. Oh, okay, so this is the reason why Bing Bong wanted me to go this way. And the fog is rising. That's not good. Okay, right. Big lollipop. I don't really want the big lollipop, to be honest. I don't like the idea of the big lollipop. The big lollipop kind of scares me a little bit. Because once it's over, like, you gain tiredness, right? And if you get too tired, then you just go unconscious until you gain it back. Okay. This area is looking a little tiny little bit better. Say a little bit better. It's looking a bit shit, to be honest. Let's just continue going right and see what's over here. No, that's looking bad. I need to go back here and I need to start climbing way upwards, I think. Way upwards. I mean, do I use the big tree? Do I utilize the big tree in some way? Can I climb up the big tree? You know what? I might be able to. I might be able to finagle myself up the big tree. Go along this branch. Up this bit. Okay. Alright, so I am reliant to just jump up this way. We get some thick mints in me. Okay. It leave me with some space, which is good. And some extra stamina. Yes! Okay. This was the way. This was definitely the way. Holy crap. Okay. It's raining, but I'm getting up. Hell yeah. Look at this. I made it up to the top of the big tree. Thank you, big tree. You helped me out pretty good. I'll forever appreciate that. I'm going to ignore the bees. I'm gonna ignore you, bees. I'm not gonna go near you because you scare me. Even though honey would be great right now. Okay, watch out for the explosives. Don't want that. I want the purple ones. Okay, maybe try it this way. Bugle shrooms. Oof. Yeah, I'm still not well versed on the shrooms. Ooh. 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 Hello. Oh, don't mind if I do. Thank you. Chain launcher. Oh yeah. That's like my favourite. Chain launcher is awesome. Okay, it's very sad that there is a gagay on the on the vine, not the vine, on the thorns. That's definitely a thorn in my side. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Thorn in my sides. Don't like being close to that. I wish I had an item that I could chuck at that thing. This is all horrible, by the way. This is terrible. I think I'm gonna have to go around this side slowly. Those are thorns. Oh my god, that's horrible. Where the fuck am I gonna go? The fuck? Might actually have to use the rope launcher and get up there. Oh, this is horrible. Let's see if there's a different way. Maybe, just maybe, I use the vines over here. God. Even trying to get to the vines over there is a bit shit. But if I go up the legitimate way rather than using the vines, that might be the method here. Oh, hello. Hello. This is it. Yeah, this is it. Go this way. Wait for the rain to die down. Oh shit, I just used my bloody stamina. My extra stamina. I get too excited though. Oh, thanks, Farad. And thank you for contributing to Game Club and joining the stream. Appreciate that, dude. Have a good one. Catch you soon. And of course, I'm going to make it to the top. Okay. Oh no. No. Oof. Okay. I'm going to take the left route. I think I have to. Don't quite have enough stamina for that route I was going. Oh. Come on, rain. Okay. Oh shit. Okay. Okay. How am I gonna? Bollocks. How am I gonna get up here then? Let me see. Don't have anything for my hunger. Okay, there we go. Okay, that worked. Need to go towards that way though, really, don't I? There we go. Okay. Whew. Oh God. Well, I'm already past my expectations. I wasn't expecting to get up this second biome. I mean, I'm not at the top yet. I shouldn't speak so soon. But, yeah, I wasn't expecting to get this far. So, this is already pretty great in my books. And look at that. We're here. Let's see what the great statue will give us. And then we can see what the biome is going to be next. Give me another cure-all. Interesting. I mean, I'm not going to put down a cure-all. It's not bad, all things considered. No. What happens if you cook a cure-all? Right, let's... Oh, thank you, Chelsea. Alpine. Ooh. Quickly cook as much as possible. Oh, okay. I thought there was another one on that, but no. Yeah, trail mix before the fire goes out. And then let's just quickly cook the cure-all. Cooked cure-all. Oh, it went black. That's weird, isn't it? Huh. Alright, what we got? What can I give up? I can't really give up anything. All these are really good to have. Let's see what the cure-all, cooked cure-all does. It does nothing when it's like that. Okay, cool. Quickly open this up, gather around the fire. Another bidon. Bidons are really good. Yo, bidon. Maybe if I have this cure-all instead of the first aid kit, because the cure-all cures all. So, yeah, and I guess I'm leaving the baton. Alright, let's go. Yeah, the cure-all is also gonna help with freezing, I guess. It's not something I've tested, but again, it's in the name. I assume it will. Fucking hell! Already? Holy... Okay, right, well, that's not fair, is it? Yep, okay. Jesus, I mean, I couldn't see it. I couldn't see that was going to happen. Gotta be ready for all the caves, I guess. Yeah, this one's going to be a really difficult one. I mean, I might as well bloody use it now, right? Let's use it now. Put the balloon on. Come on, get in, get in, get in, get in. I mean, that wasn't really that far. Yeah, solo ice biome is going to be interesting. In honor of Jessica, exactly. As soon as you get a cannon, you plant it down and use it. There we go. Let's get protection here. Alright, stay here until we're good to go. So yeah, let's see if I can get through this part. Yeah, this one's going to be an interesting one, I think. I have absolutely no idea what's going to happen. No worries, Chelsea. Have a good shower. Oh, nice music cue. Don't really take into account the music cues, actually. That's a nice little one. I don't know what that signified, though, that music cue. To be honest. It's a nice little cave there. Should I need it? Ooh. My balloon. Okay. Let's see how close I can get to the top before I start freezing. Be alright here. Might be alright. Oh, the fog rises. Already? What? I haven't even started climbing the main mountain. Oh, God. Okay. Yeah, that one looked a little bit dicey. And a little bit icy. Hmm? Shit. Cave me. Cave me. There we go. Cave me! Guessing you could burn yourself in the lava to get some of the ice off, right? Ooh. Let's just carry the rope cannon. I might just have to use it. This looks like a nice, inviting area. Oh look, there's loads of dorms. That's the route I'm not going to take, because it looks dangerous as hell. No, come on. Oh. Huh? Oh, it's the blue stone thing. And now the actual stuff is coming. What we got? I do already have a rope cannon. Right, I'm just going to use it somewhere random because I don't think I can jump up here with it. Okay. Fuck it, I'm just going to use it here. Yeah, I'm only using it just because I can't carry anything else. I'm not going to give up Bing Bong, and this is just going to help me get up to that area a little bit. I know it's very, very careless. But I don't care. I've already got a nice rope, and I've got a nice chain gun that I'm not going to give up, so... Yeah, don't need any of those. Would like some food, though, I think. Food would be great right now. Question is, am I safe from the wind if I'm here? Probably not. I don't really know where to go. Definitely safe from the wind here, right? Yeah. Oh! Just blow me out. That's weird. Right, I'm gonna have to go back on myself because I don't think this is gonna be the correct way. Bing Bong, hug me.
If I say yes, will you take me with you?
Yeah, of course I will. Although that sounds a bit... A hug shouldn't really come with demands, really, should it? If you give me a hug, I'll take you with me. Ooh. Ugh, this is horrible. This is actually terrible. Maybe up there. Oh, actually, there's a nice little there's a nice little bit to climb there. Maybe I can get up that way. If my hunger was a little bit better, I'd feel better about this. Yeah, it's not great. Although, wait, is it just the same way that I was going before? No, not quite. Shit. I'm surprised. I'm good here. Might have to use the cure-all to get my hunger a bit better. There we go. Give me some extra stamina as well. That's probably what happens when you cook it. I suppose that's with most things, isn't it? It just gives you the extra stamina to get through. Alright, let's go through this way. And just need to go around this rock, really. There we go. Okay, so there's a bit I can stand on here, maybe? Nope, not quite. The snow was very deceiving there. One of the dislikes from Chelsea, I believe, that sometimes platforms can be stood on and sometimes they can't. Oof. Am I going to have to use the chain gun early? I did really want to... Jesus. I did really want to keep the chain gun until a little bit later, but I have a feeling I'm probably going to have to use the chain gun now. Just to go over there. Doesn't really look like there's really much over there, but it's going to keep me going up, which is currently my main concern. Ugh. Yeah, fuck it, we're doing it. It's not the greatest use for a chain. Maybe I could have gone that way. Bandage. I will keep it for now because I have the room, but I will eventually abandon it because I do have a cure-all on me. Oof. Oof. It does look relatively promising up towards that way. Although it's very steep, so I wonder if it might be best to go up that way. Okay, I'm gonna have to go across this cold rock to get there. Yeah, fuck it. Go, go, go. There we go. Not the cold rock. Oh, it's slippery as well. I didn't realise that. I suppose that makes sense. Maybe I need to go up towards this way. Okay. Okay. Is it worth going up fully that way? Doesn't really look like it to me. Definitely. Ooh, that's a good way up, actually. Let's go this way. Oh no. Oh no. That's not great, is it? That's actually terrible. Why was I struggling to climb up there? Oh. Please be protected. Okay, I'm protected. I should be able to get up to that next point. Oh, no, don't freeze me. Don't freeze me. I'm in the cave. Come on. Ooh. Lugage. Some lugage down there. Ooh. Come on. Need that little bit extra. I might have to take the cure-all. Okay. It's because I'm on ice, I think. So... there we go. Okay. Fuck. I needed the fullest extent of my stamina there. Yeah, this ice is horrible. And... need to get into the cave. Okay, should be alright here. It's not looking too hopeful here. Do I have to get to the other side of that lava stream? Yeah, that's no good. I think I'm going to have to jump over this lava stream and go to the other side. Oh shit. Oh my god. Holy shit. That lava sucks. What the fuck? Okay. Didn't realize lava did that much damage. Holy crap. Oh, oh my god. That had me falling way further than I would have liked. That's not good. Now the ice is coming again. Oh, this is terrible. I might have to use the rope again. My last rope gun. I mean, maybe if I get up towards there, if I use a rope gun there. Fuck it, we'll try it. How far will the rope go down? Come on, a bit further. Come on, keep going. Oh, that's... Can I grab onto that? Let's try it. Oh, I can. I just need to time it right. Okay. Yes! Oh my god. Oh my god. Come on. No! 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 Oh my god. Okay. That is fucked. Cure all out. Fuck me. I think I'm gonna have to baton it. As well. Okay. Right. I don't know how you determine when the next... Okay. I was gonna say, I don't know when you can determine when the next blizzard comes, and it just comes. Right, so I'm gonna have to go up there, and then baton myself when I hit, like, the absolute limit, and then go further. I don't like this. I don't like this at all. Let's go. Let's go. Alright, I've got to grab the rope first, which is the first thing. There we go. And then I've got to be ready to baton. Baton! Absolute worst position for a baton. I think I could have made that. Should I have risked it? I probably should have risked it. I don't have anything else now. I've just got to rely on my wits. I don't have any wits. So it's either up that way, which doesn't look great, or up this way, which equally does not look great. But this, I suppose, maybe not equally. Maybe this looks a little bit better than the other side. Come on. Really? Shit. Okay. Wow. Quick. Oh, okay. Okay. I actually didn't realize you could quickly do that shit. Okay. I don't think I'm gonna be able to do this all now, because I've just run down all of my stamina from that one. I think I'm actually fucked. This is relentless. I would actually say that this ice stage is worse than the desert stage. I mean the climbing on the ice parts as well, and they're really shitty to climb on, is horrible as it is. And then you have the blizzard you have to worry about, and I know equally in the desert stage you have the Like, do I have any? I did see some Lagage down here somewhere. All the way down there. I think that's a cursed one as well. Oh no, is that an open one? Might be an open one. I think I'm done for. I don't think I'm going to be able to actually get any higher than this. I think I'm fucked. Yeah, snow biome sucks. Because now, like, I have zero health. You alright? Kind It sounded like Chelsea just slipped over. She said she was alright. I'm fine. What happened? Oh, okay. Equally not great, but
Please don't.
okay. I won't jump off the side of the mountain because I know I'm not going to make it to this this part, through this part. I think the fog might be balked though because it's not actually. Oh, hello. Let's see what we got here. Doesn't really help, unfortunately, and also I'm probably now going to get killed by the blizzard. Ooh.
I'm Bing Bong.
You are Bing Bong.
I think it's fine.
Yeah, I didn't ask a question, Bing Bong. Are you actually real?
No.
Oh! Bing Bong isn't real. Oh dear. No, I think I'm well and truly fucked. It's like I'm not getting anything from this. It's terrible. Yeah, it's a rope that I left before. Look at that. Right, I don't actually know if these orange... It's a good time to test the orange winter berries. I have a feeling that they don't do good. A very tiny amount of health. And they might have a delayed response on poison, if they are poisonous. God, it's just like... Can't climb anything at the moment. I think it's best if I just drop. I'm not going to make it. It's also 10 minutes to 11, so... Yeah, it's no good. Alright, Bing Bong. Sorry, buddy, but... We're going to have to go. Do I have anything else in here? I've got a mushroom, look at that. Whee! Bing Bong!
I don't know.
Aww.
I don't know. Okay.
Aww. At least I have Bing Bong with me. That's a shame. I think if I'd gotten past this biome, I would have had a really good shot at getting through the rest of it. It would have been fine, but yeah, that's a difficult one. Why, hello. Okay, yeah. Let's leave the game. Flashbang. Okay. Right. Well, thanks everyone for joining. Thank you everyone for writing and reviewing for Peak. It's great to hear some opinions, both similar and differing, which is really good. Very, very good to see. What was I going to say? This month's game club is going to be... I already forget the name of it. name of it. No, I'm not a human. No, I'm not a human. What I will do is we will set the date for the 29th of October. There is a slight chance that because it's a bit of a shorter month because we extended peak by a week. 1, 2, 3. It'll be 3 weeks until that date. But as usual, if it comes to it, we can extend it a little bit further if we need to. We shall see. There's always a chance of extending. But I think, let's have a look. So, no, I'm not human. How long to be? No, I'm not a human. Okay, so no, I'm not a human. Main story 2.5 hours. Main story with sides 5.5 hours. Completionist is 13.5 hours. So yeah, it seems to be for the majority of people quite a short game. 2.5 hours. Yeah. Okay. Next stream is tomorrow. Me and Chelsea still need to figure out what we're actually playing. Haven't quite figured it out. I have a feeling it's going to be something spooky because it is October. And to be honest, that's all we seem to play anyway. With sides, I'm listening. You need those fries. Fries with your horror game. We do have a few options for horror games that I've kept on the back burner. I'm going to have to look through them. We do have Still Wakes the Deep. Which, to be honest, yeah, kind of fits the theme anyway, doesn't it? And I don't think we've got anything planned for Fridays for a bit now anyway, so we could hopefully it doesn't fuck up my computer now that I've got a better graphics card. I do have the DLC as well, so we can even play through that. So we could play that. Let me just have a quick look to see. I swear there was some other ones as well that I preemptively bought. I definitely did preemptively buy some stuff. We already did 10 Dead Doves. Didn't really think much of that, did we? Got a bit weird. Definitely went places like that. Oh, pardon me. We'll default to Still Wakes the Deep. And maybe me and Chelsea will have a quick look around before tomorrow's playtime. But Wednesdays, what I really want to play is Grim Fandango. So some more point and click for Wednesdays. It's quite sad that I wasn't able to get Murray sorted out. Sorry if you heard Chelsea sneeze then. It's too bad that I couldn't get Murray sorted out in time. Grim Fandango, a la October, was my deadline to try and get Murray sorted, but it's kind of eluded me. It's been a difficult couple of months. It's still rather difficult mentally at the moment, just with stuff that's going on. And like I tried this weekend to just kind of get in a mindset of trying to do Murray and trying to figure it out, and my mind just couldn't do it. Couldn't get past it. So yeah, mental barriers. But maybe at some point we'll be able to get Murray sorted. At the very least, we'll have non-motorized jaw Murray sitting in, watching us play some Grim Fandango. But yeah, that'll be Wednesdays throughout until we get it done, and then maybe I'll find a nice horror boomer shooter towards the end of October for Wednesdays. I think that'd be quite fun. Yeah, but on that note, I'll leave it there. Thanks everyone for joining. Thank you everyone who contributed to Game Club. Thank you everyone who voted for next month's Game Club as well. Yeah, I hope you all have a good rest of your week. Good weekend. And I will see you tomorrow with something horrific. Thank you, Chelsea. And thank you to Chelsea for the awesome... Which way do I point? I point that way. There we go. For the awesome patch. It is really cool. Really well done. And something to be proud of as well. Yeah, thanks everyone for joining. Everyone have a good one. And I'll catch you tomorrow. Goodbye. Goodbye. Goodbye, goodbye, goodbye.